Hey, it's me. Hi chat. Guess who? It's the same boy. Back on his crap. Shoes on the bed is crazy? That's fair. Actually, they just came in a little bit ago. Let me take them off. I kind of just shucked them on there because it was time. You call my shoes dirty? Beta rat? God forbid I have clean shoes, unlike somebody over here. I keep them nice and spiffy. Wonderful people of the universe, my name is Joey. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all having a nice day. My day is happening for sure. Nah, my day's alright. I do. What if I told you that every night I went outside and I gave my shoes the once over? I gave them a little 1-2 bingo bango bongo with a Kleenex and a hose. I'm lying to you. But yeah, my room's kind of a mess right now, can you tell? I've been working on going through clothes over the past few days, and progress is not really going. That's fine though. It's fine. We're getting somewhere. This is like clean clothes. Don't worry, everything's clean at least. And ignore the trash bags down there. I'm getting rid of stuff. That's kids in poverty in the 30s who were like, "Need your shoe shining, sir?" That's me, but to my own shoes. I play both. I'm huge into that kind of thing. So I go back and forth. I play Claudemore? Not following Joey? So that was crazy. That's actually early. Because I was gonna talk about that in a second. Oh, wait, what is that? What just happened? Just like rained. It did the rain thing. That was cool. What's it called? I was gonna mention this later, that I set up alerts finally. Like I used the Twitch account. There's like a whole new thing for alerts, and I was gonna mention it soon. Thanks to the follow Claudemore, finally I have alerts again, chat. And they're actually reliable this time because they're like connected to stream. Just redeem stretch. Okay. I'm going to turn off the volume for that one, I think, because you guys could literally ruin my stream with that. But yeah, so it has alerts. It has alerts for everything. It has alerts for follows, channel points, like goals. Like I think it'll do something when I hit 1,400 followers because I set that as like a goal. For subscribers, for gifted subscribers, like for literally everything. Boom, 69 bits. Thank you, Beta Rat. And then it does that little thing. I actually really like the bits thing. That's cute. I like it. You can do like custom things, but I kind of love the things that it's set up right now. Oh, another stretch. Okay. A little stretch for you, man. Let me move this in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. But yeah, it's cute. I like it. It's like silly and sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it on for now. I turned down the volume. How's the volume on it? If it's like too loud, let me know. I'll turn it down. It's on like 20 right now out of 100. So one day, one of these streams, I'm just gonna blast it. The first person to like follow. It's loud as hell. Damn. Okay. Note to self: turn it down to like 5 later. Okay. Keep that in mind. Thank you. Yeah, ignore the trash bag. That's what I was talking about. Is that I'm cleaning out my room, so I got rid of a bunch of crap. Even though you definitely can't tell, the room looks almost exactly the same. I'm really good at that. I have like a whole, like, look at this. This is a lot of stuff. Like, it's a lot of stuff. Like, it's a whole trash bag. It's heavy. It's probably like 15 pounds of stuff. But you can't tell because it's all just like hidden away in nooks and crannies. I'm a huge nooks and crannies guy. As soon as I got home, yup. That's something I've realized with college that I actually don't hate is whenever, what's 15 pounds in kilograms? 15 pounds in kilograms. Oh, you're not going to say it? 6.8 kilograms. It's like not bad. Like it's a little bit. It might be 20 pounds, which is probably like 7.5 kilograms, I guess, or maybe 8. I think your mic's on the other side of the phone. No, it just didn't speak. There's two speakers on the phone. Like it registered. It just didn't want to talk back to me. I see how it is, Siri. Yeah, but there's something I've realized is that as soon as I get back from college, this has happened both years now, where it's like, I need to clean, and then I just like deep clean. Like I get rid of a bunch of clothes and like get rid of a bunch of crap in my room that it's like that I should have gotten rid of forever ago anyway, but I didn't. Oh, bye, Claudmore. Have a good night. Thanks for setting off the alerts. I love that. Can you come clean my room for me? Just throw everything out? Yeah, I can. I have no emotional attachment to anything in your room, so I'll just throw everything out. You'll just have a box. That's all you've got. That's all you've got left. Fingers crossed, by the way. I'm gonna jinx it right now. Knock on wood. That's the wood. But the Wi-Fi seems to be holding strong. We can actually do some things today, which is nice and fun and sweet. I wanted to start, because this was something that was mentioned, my stream on Sunday, the 20 movie question. I thought we'd explore that for a bit. Hey, David, welcome to the stream. Thank you for knocking on wood, Incorporated. We do need that. Chat, I'm gonna need all of you to knock on wood so that the stream doesn't die. But I think we fixed it, at least for today, and made it a bit stronger. So we should be fine to like play games and actually hang out for once, which is nice. If we can get some other people around, we'll do some silly little games. Like maybe we'll do the bomb game and actually sweep for once. We'll see. Because now I could sweep, chat. Let me tell you. Now that I'm locked in and I have decent Wi-Fi, I could sweep. What did I do? I don't know. I was gonna talk about something else, but I don't remember. Stardew Valley at the moment. Real. I believe in you. Thank you for the bit, Kyle. I look. That's frustrating because I look over here, but it's over here on the screen. But there's not really anything I can do about that except for flip this, mirror this, which would, I think, throw all of you off. If I flipped this, do you guys think you'd notice? I don't like that. This is what it looks like mirrored. Yeah. This is actually not reality. The way that you guys usually see it is reality. This is the mirror. Like, this is an actual, this would be like a mirror. Like, this is my right hand, but on screen it's my left. So it's like I'm looking at a mirror right now. This is how you guys see it on like a Discord call, isn't it? I don't know. This is how it is normally. I never really thought about that. Like, this is my actual left hand, and that's what you see on screen. That's cool. I like that. Who is this Yoj character? Huge Yoj guy. What was the other thing? Oh, I guess this is like kind of silly that I wanted to mention, because I sent it to all the people who are involved now, not all the important people. I just thought it was fun. I wrote a script. Some of you might remember Origins, specifically Kyle. I think Kyle, you'll remember Origins if anybody does. Origins was a series we made back in 2021. It was like a silly like mod thing that we were doing. And it started to become this little series that we never finished, but we had written like a whole series for. It was sort of like a round one. Like the beta SMP was a very similar style to how the Origins thing would have been. And I actually ended up, for my advanced screenwriting class this past semester, I wrote Origins as a feature-length script. The advanced screenwriting class is literally just writing non-stop. The goal of the class is to turn in a feature-length script, which is 90 to 120 pages usually. Hi Vic, welcome to the stream. Oh my god, hello. I love the Origins mod. I do hope to go back to it at some point. Maybe not the script itself, but at least the mod. I do love the Origins mod, dude. But the goal of the class is to write a 90 to 100 page script, which is typical movie length. Like usually 1 page in script turns into 1 minute of film time. So it's like an hour and a half to 2 hour script. And I ended up using our ideas for Origins to make a full script. I did turn in the longest script in the class. It was 81 pages. Nobody did a full feature, but I was the closest with 81 pages. And I didn't really get to redo it at all, so it was very much a first draft, very much unfinished. It was missing a couple scenes that I just like gave a summary for. But I got it done, and I got an A. I got an A on Origins, chat, so apparently it's okay. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's not absolute crap. And I did send it to all of my dear friends who are involved in Origins, Ruby, the Brits, and Nick. So far, Nick hasn't read it because he's Nick, but everybody else did, and they seemed to like it. It got some pretty good reviews, which I was very happy with. They all just, like, I think it was Fran that said it felt a lot like fan fiction, which, because technically it is, I'm just writing about me and my friends. But like they all really enjoyed it a lot, which is really cool. I was really happy about it. At some point, if I don't, because I think the lifetime dream for all of us is still to make the series happen someday, because it's supposed to be a 6-episode mini-series. I just wrote it as a movie because we had to. I think the dream is still at some point to make it a thing, and I'd love to, dude. It'd be so fun. But I don't know. I don't think it will. So if it doesn't happen, at some point I'll probably read you guys the script. Like I might get everybody together and we might do like a fun dramatic reading of it. Because to this day, I still think it's probably one of the best like scripts I've ever had. To be so for real with you, like plot wise, I think it's so strong. It feels like a movie plot. Like I've never, like, it's obviously the longest script I've written. It's 81 pages long. But like it's good, man. I think it's really strong writing wise. Yeah, I like it a lot. So maybe one day we'll do a little read through. Got an auto petter? Oh, Freya, I just finished talking about Origins. That's crazy. About how maybe one day if we don't end up making it, that we'll actually do like a little table read of it. Dramatic read would be sick. I think it'd be fun. Obviously the hope would be to actually make it, but if we never do get to make it, then a dramatic read would be fun. But who knows? Maybe there's still a chance one day. Freya is a main character. Freya, I didn't tell them what actually happens in it. I just told them that I wrote this 81-page script, and that I'm really happy about it. Freya is a main character for real, though. Yeah, because I don't really know anything about it. It's, like, silly. I did have to change my name. I didn't tell them that. Just so my class and teacher didn't know that this was basically fan fiction about me and my friends on a Minecraft server. I changed my name. I kept everyone else's names the same, but I changed my name to Finn. Just so that they didn't know it was Minecraft, and like me and my friends. I changed my name to Finn, and I changed the Minecraft world that we were in to like a post-apocalypse kind of thing. Like, it's about sort of like this machine that wipes out everything. That's like the past of it, sort of. So it's like, oh, boom. So it's like after that, and like these are the people that are, or like these are the creatures that are left. There's a lot of lore to it that I want to develop. If I make more drafts of the script, I might like lock in. It'd be really fun. I really kind of do. God, the more I always like, I go into a phase of the Origins like once a year where I'm like, I love the Origin script and the ideas behind it. Because we read the first act of the script, which is the first 30 pages, in class, and someone gave me like a bit of an idea, and I was like, that could be cool. Because there's like these visions things, and one of my classmates was like, because they weren't sure yet, because it was only like the first 30 pages, and they were like, what's going on? Is this person like having visions, or are they doing this? And I was like, that's 100 times better. And so I wanted to take it. Made Leoni Sunny the World download. That's so real. I'm happy we still have it, because it was like there was so much work put into it, dude. Like I do remember those late nights that I would just spend texturing a wall. It was so fun. It was actually almost 3 years to the day. Our last message, we have like a little server for the Origins chat. The last message in it was like May, I think like, I don't know, May 9th maybe? 2021? Let me check. May 20th, 2021. So it was almost 3 years to the day since anybody sent a message in there when I dropped the script. It's kind of insane. I don't think I actually told anyone about this, but I was planning on making a story about my character on the beta SMP. Everyone sees me as a god and such, and I never got far with it. You should. That'd be fun. We could also, Beta Rat, you remember the original plans. We could lock back in for you. We could give you a little something. I'd always be down for that kind of thing. It's a hell of a lot of work, but it is so fun when it's done, like to revel in. And I need something to do this summer. That's like, I want to make a Joey offline about this, which is what I say about too many things that I never end up talking about. But like, I don't know. I felt like a sort of weird. I feel like I'm in a really weird space with YouTube right now, and what I've been making. Like it's a very strange mix, and I feel like I need to start. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like my videos aren't as good as they could be. And so I'm sort of on the cusp of like really wanting to just not make any of the schlop videos anymore, and like just lock in and upload like a couple times a year, but like they're so good. I don't think I'm gonna do it, but like I wouldn't mind like disappearing for a summer on YouTube and then just like coming back with a whole movie. That'd be so funny to me. Like, cause I have window shopping, but I could also like drop Origins the movie after just working on it all summer. It'd be kind of funny. I don't know. I have to think about it still. Anyway, we had things to talk about today. And speaking of movies, which is the last thing I just mentioned, we have a Quebin. The 20 movie question. I believe this question was posed by Incorporated. Can someone talk in the chat, by the way? I want to see if the chat box is working on this, because it wasn't working last time. Yeah, it is. Gee. I wonder who made this. I wonder who made this. I wonder who made that. Animated TV show Origins? I mean, Minecraft is almost an animation. Freya, did you see the Beta SMP finale, Table for Two? It would be like a full movie length, but in that style. Hang on, chat. We'll come back to this in 1 second. I know I just did a great segue, but too bad. This is not the right. I don't know why I went to the Creator Studio. Like, Joy Gods. Like this style. Nope. So I just skipped back. Be nice. Yeah, like this whole thing. But as like a full, probably 90-minute thing. Yeah, like replay mod style. It would be fully like this. And I think like with the sets that we had, it would be so cool. Because we did make like several giant sets. And I'd kind of want to rework some things, but like a lot of it could stay. Like I'd want to rework like the forest and stuff. Because I do like my script. It's sort of reworked out of Minecraft, so I'd have to rework it again. But it'd be pretty sick. Chat, maybe I'll think about it a little bit. Maybe I'll think about it. Anyway, I don't know why my voice is doing that. The 20 movie question. I think this was posed by Incorporated during the last stream, where it's if you could put 20 movies, like if you had to, I guess a deserted island, or if you could only live on 20 movies for the rest of your life, what would they be? And I thought that was fascinating. So today, chat, we're gonna lock in and try to pick 20 movies that I would be satisfied with to watch forever. Now, this is not just my 20 favorite movies of all time, of course. This is 20 movies that I think I could watch for an eternity and enjoy. I need like a stand. I put my Harry Potter books away, and now I need a stand. We're gonna get the Harry Potter books back. We'll get one at least. That's good enough. Okay, here we go. Hey chat, can you still hear me alright? If I'm too quiet, yell at me. Scream! So I thought that the easiest place to go, because I'm really bad at remembering all the movies I've seen in my life, I thought the easiest place to do, like to pick these 20 movies from, would be the place where all things go to die. My Letterboxd profile. I watch a lot of things, and everything that I watch I try to put on here as like a big dump. And I have quite a bit of material that we can work through here. I have like 250 movies or something. This is obviously not everything I've ever seen, but it's quite a bit. So I thought we'd start here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna sort it by rating. How do I sort it by rating? Sort by. When rated, average rating, my rating highest first. That's how we're gonna run this. And I need 20 movies. So some of the ones that stick out immediately, like I need a few different genres. So the ones that I know that I would like need religiously are some of my favorite movies. So we'll do this, Everything Everywhere. I'll just like dump in their posters, I guess. So this is my favorite movie of all time. That's where we're gonna start. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Love this movie. Huge fan. Huge fan of that. Let's put that in there. That's like number one. Still not seen it. Okay, so you hate me. And then we're gonna put an Inside in there, because I definitely could live off that for an eternity. I've seen Inside more times than I've ever seen anything else ever. Genuinely. More than any YouTube video, more than any film, more than any short film, more than any TV show, more than anything really. So we're gonna put you in there. Oh, I actually have this exact poster, believe it or not. It's on my wall right over there. to my right. So let's put that in there. That's an easy one. I don't think I've logged that on Letterboxd yet. But it is in like my top 4 if you look. I think you can see it, right? Yeah. Inside, everything everywhere. Scott Pilgrim and 12 Angry Men. I don't know if I'd want to have them forever. I've seen Scott Pilgrim like 3 times. I think I could get away with watching these a lot of times, but like forever, I don't know. 12 Angry Men, maybe. Probably. Like probably both of these, but we're gonna hesitate. We're gonna hesitate because I only get 20. So let's go through. This is a short film, so that doesn't count. Lady Bird might have to do it. Because we have to remember that this is forever, so we need like a few longer movies too. Let's see. All of my 5-star picks, I don't have a lot on here, but there's Lady Bird, Seven. This is a TV show. This is a miniseries. Swiss Army Man, The Social Network, Get Out, Dead Poet Society, Bottoms, 8th Grade, Asteroid City, Oppenheimer, Spider-Man and Across the Spider-Verse, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, After Sun, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Breakfast Club, 12 Angry Men, Little Miss Sunshine. Those are all of my 5-star movies. Now what we want to do is we want to make sure that we get a nice variety here, but also probably not lean too hard into any specific genre, because like after a while I'll start to find like the comedies won't be as funny, the horrors won't be as scary, so it's kind of got to be like maybe like 1 or 2 really good comedies, 1 or 2 really good horrors. I think, and like it has to be movies that I'd like really want to rewatch. I feel like you have to put The Breakfast Club in there just because it's like, I feel like I could watch that movie so many times. Because I did watch it once like a couple months ago, I think, and it was like, damn, this movie is still so good. I love movies where it's just like a couple characters talking for like the whole thing, but it's so good like that I could watch them for days, I think. Like just their conversations. So yeah, let's dump them in there. We're up to 3 now. That's pretty good. We like 3. We like having 3. Dead Poets might have to be in there too, I'm gonna say. Yeah, I've got enough room for that. I hate that this stupid Google Lens thing comes up every time you try to drag an image. Dead Poets Society poster. That'll be what? This is 5 now, I think. Yeah, Dead Poets Society makes me feel too many things. I think I have to have this. Oh, that's only 4. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That's a couple good ones. It's a good set so far. Let's see. Other ones that are sticking out to me. Because of the length, Oppenheimer could be kind of based just because it's 3 hours long. Might be nice to have if I want to like just turn my brain off for a couple hours or like really lock in for a couple hours. I also need like a good animated movie or 2. I think, okay. Definitely Spider-Man. Because I can't do Across. I could do Across the Spider-Verse. But I think I'd want to rewatch Into the Spider-Verse more times just because it's its own thing. I think I get tired of the cliffhanger pretty quickly in the second one. So yeah, this feels right. This feels good. Do I have any suggestions from chat? Like what movies am I missing from here? I need good movies. Because I have 15 left. This is like a really solid set though. And a lot of these movies are tough because I've only seen them once. So I don't know how many of these would like really hold up with time. Like May December is a movie that I loved on the first time I watched it. But after that, like I don't know if I'll love it on the 10th time I see it, you know? The Lego Batman. Okay. I'm gonna almost take your suggestion. I think I'm gonna put the Lego movie itself. I think I like the Lego movie better than Lego Batman. Personally. Well, hold on. I need to like lock in and remember what these movies are about because it's been so long since I've seen them. Uh, yeah, no, I think I have to. Yeah, I think I have to. I'm sorry. Okay, well, yeah, there we go. Sorry, Freya. Love you to death. What did Beta Rat just say? Spirited Away. I haven't seen Spirited Away yet, but I did watch Totoro. I did watch My Neighbor Totoro a couple weeks ago. Good movie. It's like a movie where just about nothing happens, and yet at the end I like almost cried. It's just really good. It's just sweet. It's just a really sweet movie. What are we up to? 6. Okay, 14 more. I feel like maybe I'm trying to decide if I want like one good superhero movie. Like there's a lot of genres. Like I could get one good superhero movie, like one good like war movie. I'm staring at like 1917 right now and being like that could be a fun thing to have every once in a while. When I look at like here and I look at okay, what movies would I want to have with me forever? I see like maybe 8th grade. I see Oppenheimer. I see Eternal Sunshine. I see maybe Killers of the Flower Moon. I feel like that's one of those movies that you can watch a couple times and like really still get something every time. And it's a long movie, so it would give you a lot of time. Madam Web, how silly of me. Ooh, Talk to Me. I do like Talk to Me a lot. Talk to Me is like my darling. It makes me really happy. I feel like having at least one of the Scorsese movies on here would be good. Like I love The Wolf of Wall Street. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On is like very much a sweet movie. I think, okay, so I'm gonna add a few. I think 7 actually is kind of a perfect pick. 7, if you guys haven't seen it, is probably one of the best movies of all time. To be so honest with you, it's kind of perfect. Like, it's genuinely kind of a perfect movie. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing? Go watch it, you silly. Just get that in there. We still need a really good comedy. Like, the Lego Movie's a good comedy. Then we need, like, a real... Like, I'm thinking... For a good comedy, I'm either thinking of Bottoms or Monty Python and the Holy Grail. To be so honest. I'm kind of going to let you guys pick. Have you guys seen either of those? Bottoms changed my life. It was one of my top movies of last year. But Monty Python's also a really, really, really good comedy. Probably one of the most classic comedies ever. Yeah. You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get the Bottoms lore. Monty Python is probably better. I'm gonna watch Bottoms again at some point and like be like, damn, this was not very good. Okay, let's dump Monty Python on there. That's good. We're at 8. 8. Okay, boom. Right there should be fine. Okay, so we're at 8 movies. We have 12 more still. I only watched Holy Grail once, and it was like recent. Okay, I think I might put Oppenheimer on there just because it's a long movie. Like, is that bad? What's another Chris Nolan movie that I really like? Like, I really like the Batman movies. I could put The Dark Knight on there. That kind of takes out, like, superhero movie and Chris Nolan movie, because I do like Chris Nolan movies. Ooh, Interstellar. Ah. Yeah, I think I need Interstellar on there, actually. Yeah, I think I need Interstellar. Chat, this is your job right now. You need to start finding movies that you know I'll like. You need to remind me of the good movies. Because I do not have enough movies on here yet. This is just the movies I've watched in the last, like, year and a half. Yeah, Interstellar's gotta go on there. Interstellar is, like, one of my favorites. And I think that knocks out all the other Chris Nolan movies, except maybe The Dark Knight. Dark Knight could kind of go crazy on this pick, or on this list. I do really like Prisoners. I feel like Prisoners is a movie I could watch like 100 more times too. But it's like dark and depressing for a lot of it. Like it is one of those movies that's like very, like, ouch. It's on my next page. You could still look around. Bones and All. Bones and All could be a fun one. It's one that I like to open up every now and then. Francis Ha. I feel like I could watch that for 100 hours really easily. Ooh, La La Land. I could use a good, like, romance. I know it's not really a romance by the end, but, like, ugh. Yeah, I think we put La La Land on there. Oh, I love La La Land. Yeah. Yeah, I think we put La La Land on here. Just because it's also, like, I was trying to figure out a way to describe it. Like, I need some movies that have energy to them. Like, really strong energy. And this is a movie that just has, like, energy. Like, it's always so exciting. Things are always moving and jumping around, and it's, like, so fun. Yeah. That's, has Borders on the Edge? Die. This one, then. There we go. I think I have to put Scott Pilgrim and 12 Angry Men on here, too, to be so honest. Like, I think I have the room for them. Like, I need some classics. Like, I need some classic movies. And I have nothing classic except for The Breakfast Club, really, and Monty Python, I guess. Dead Poets is kind of classic, but I'm talking, like, older. I feel like 12 Angry Men is a good, like, oldie pick. Let's throw them on there. Let's put the 12 White Men on the board. Go to the Lego Movie. Oh, of course. I'm just doing the Lord's work here, Chad. Yeah, 12 Angry Men is like too much of a classic. It's too much one of my favorites of all time for me not to have it on here. Okay. So far, kind of happy with this set. What are we at? We're at 11 now. Some part of me feels the need for a Scott Pilgrim. Like I need an Edgar Wright movie. I love some Edgar Wright. Some all right Edgar Wright man. I could do Scott Pilgrim or I could do Baby Driver from him. I love Baby Driver. It also, like, it has very good vibes. I think I have to put Scott Pilgrim on here. I'm sorry. Scott Pilgrim has shaped so much of, like, my style that it would be a disservice not to have it on here. Michael Cera, you will have your slot. Yeah. I feel like, okay, chat, this might be silly, but I need some opinions and I need some suggestions if we end up going for it. I feel like I need one bad movie on here. Is that stupid? Like, I really feel like there should be one movie on here that I just don't like. Is that silly and stupid? What do you consider a bad movie? Well, let's find out. What do I consider a bad movie? I think you have to have something that you're, like, able to yell at the screen for. So, like, Old is one of my least favorite movies ever. It's just like the premise is cool and it's just done in all the wrong ways. It's so bad and exhausting. I want a movie that's, like, fun bad, not one that I have to put on and be like, ugh. Something silly, like maybe like a Madam Web kind of thing, like something silly bad. Like this is silly bad. What was this one called? The Spirit of Christmas. It's like a really bad rom-com movie, and it's so funny. Like I sat and watched this with some friends, and it was so funny. Freya, we had this conversation. Donnie Darko. I didn't get Donnie Darko. It wasn't doing it for me the way I wanted it to. I have to watch it again. Still. What else? I don't have a lot of 2.5s. There's nothing on here that's like crazy. Run Rabbit Run is exhausting. Like Ma. Ma is fun trash. Like Ma is so bad, but it's like funny. Because it's this girl. What is her name? This is not, I need crew. Or cast. Octavia Spencer. It's Octavia Spencer being like addicted with 4 kids and like wanting to be cool to them. It's kind of hilarious. Just a little bit. Just a little bit hilarious, just a peek. And Inspector Calls. Being with friends making fun of a movie. Yeah, it is very different. Maybe I don't waste a pick on it then. I don't know. I feel like I need to get like a classic horror movie in here too, don't I? Like I need like a Scream or like a Halloween or something. I haven't actually seen Halloween. I could always put Bodies in there. I love Bodies. I know I only gave it 3.5, but it's like fun. I didn't like Insidious very much. I don't have it rated because we never actually finished it, but we watched like the first 2/3 of it in class, and I did not like it very much, to be so honest. Maybe Hereditary. Hereditary could be a good movie to put on there. Like if I really want like a really unsettling experience, I feel like Hereditary is probably the best I'm gonna get. I actually rewatched Midsummer like last week. Ugh. Those Ari Aster, I'm so happy and also so upset that this man has never gotten therapy once in his life. He needs it for sure. Like, cause his movies, I don't know if you guys have seen Hereditary or Midsummer. I haven't seen Beau is Afraid yet. I know I need to. Whoop. No, don't do that. But like at least Hereditary and Midsummer have screwed me up and worried me. Like I'm worried about him. Making me realize that I've not watched many movies. Dude, you gotta lock in. If you ever need good movie suggestions, Letterboxd can kind of be cringe sometimes, but it's also pretty fun and it helps you like get ideas for what movies to watch. Because like I'll see the movies my friends are watching and I'll be like, ooh, let me take all these. I think I need Lady Bird too. Yeah, I'm gonna have Lady Bird for me. Just for me. Just because I love. Will you ever do this for music? I don't. Like, I like listening to music. I don't know if I have enough music that I like care about. Like, I care about a lot of music, but there's not like. For me, movies is such like part of my life and my lifeblood. Like, I can rattle movies off the top of my head. Music, I can't. Like, I could pick like 20 songs, but there's no like full albums that I'm like, yes, I need all of these albums. Like a few of them I'd probably put like Hozier's debut album on there, like his first. Like right now I'm really in. Hold on, let's finish movies first, and then I can give you a little trip down the music I'm listening to right now. Every single one of Ryan's albums, correct, actually. My bad. We need Ryan Green Blue. Turn that song up, white boy. Let me hear what you're playing. I need to center this. Sorry, it's bugging me. Where's the... Come on, center line. I just saw you. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. We have 14 movies. We have 6 more places we can put them in. 6 more movies. Okay. Other things that I see when I'm on here. Social Network. Really easy movie to watch. Like, start to finish. And it's, like, quick. Like, it's 2 hours long, I think, exactly. Or just about. TV shows could be fun. I'm trying to think of what I would even put on there for 20 shows, because I don't watch enough shows. Probably put Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, definitely top, like up there. Succession, Gravity Falls, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Steven Universe. That's like 6, dude. I got 20 of those. Oh, The Owl House. That could be fun. Maybe The Bear. I haven't seen it, but I'd like to see it. I wouldn't hate, what is it called? There's a, Zack Stone is Gonna Be Famous. It's like a mini series by Bo Burnham. I actually really love that show. It's a good show. There's some show that I like just finished, didn't I? Oh yeah, Ripley. Ripley's not worth it. Ripley's like good. Trying to think of like other TV shows I've watched, because I still haven't watched enough. Yeah, Steven Universe has a lot of material and a lot of really good stuff. Like, most miniseries are not worth putting on here. Like, I love Beef. And I love Baby Reindeer. That just came out like a couple weeks ago. They're both great, but they're only like, you got to think about it as like the rest of your life. It's only like 7 episodes in Baby Reindeer, 8 in Beef. Like, it's just not worth it. Other good shows. I'm at like, what, 8 I said? I want to see if I can get 10 and then I can move on and be happy with myself. What other shows do I like? Let's see. Yeah, popular TV shows. Let's just see. Okay, so none of these are popular TV shows. Or are they? Am I just that out of it? I might put The Last of Us on there. Once like, oh, Stranger Things. I would probably put Stranger Things on there. It's a very like basic answer, but hell, it's 4 seasons. It's like probably like not 60 hours. But it's got to be like well over 30 hours of content, and it's like it is pretty good. You gotta admit, some people really like to hate on Stranger Things now. It's still a really good show. Like, even at its worst, it's still interesting and has a really cool aesthetic. It brought back 80s so hard, and it's just good. Yeah, Stranger Things goes on there. That's what, 9? Another thing I haven't seen, I might put like The Boys or Game of Thrones on there. I haven't seen either of them, but I know they're good. I don't even know what else. Like, I haven't seen, maybe like The Office. The Office feels like a good pick, like a basic thing to put. Like, I feel like you need a couple things. Like, The Office would be like could fill comedy. The Boys could be something actiony and like satirical and dark. Succession's just good. Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, both long shows, which is good, which is a good like time, and also they're just fun. Like, there's so much going on in those shows that you could probably watch them like 5 times and still like really like get as much out of it as you did the time before. Yeah. Okay, we need more movies. Chat, we need more movies. What else do I need? I could put 8th grade on there. I could put, let's see, I put my top 4 in there, which is good. I think we put The Dark Knight then, for sure. If I have to put like a, I feel like I need at least that. Maybe like an Avengers Infinity War or something. Like maybe one MCU movie. I don't even know. I want to put this poster. I feel like I just need something. Like, I have Spider-Man and I have this now, which is like pretty good. Like, kind of, I feel like they're 2 very solid picks. Obviously, they're both very good movies. This one I only need 6, so it's like, ooh, Friends. I don't know. All the clips I've seen of Friends have been like fine, but never like, oh, that's a really good movie or a really good show. Yeah. Sorry. What else? I'd hate to give Tarantino any flowers because I hate the man. So I don't know if I'd want to put like Kill Bill or something on there. A few of the ones I'm seeing on this pick or on this list are like Eternal Sunshine, Talk to Me, Perks of Being a Wallflower, and 1917. They go kind of crazy, and I have enough room for all of them and one more. I think since I haven't seen something like Saving Private Ryan yet, 1917 is the best war movie I've ever seen. So I'm going to put that down. I don't have any Pixar movies. There's the problem, chat. I knew I was forgetting something. Or any Star Wars or any Disney movies. Okay. Chat, we need to back up. So here's where we're going to start. We need WALL-E. That's my favorite Pixar movie. As long as I get WALL-E in here, I think I'm good. Like, I don't need every Pixar movie, but I do need me some WALL-E. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need Wally. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I feel like I need like a Star Wars. You gotta have like one, surely, right? I think you need one, but I don't really know what I'd put in because there's never. I don't even know because like there's. I haven't watched a Star Wars movie probably in like 5 years. Like since the ninth one came out and it was bad. I've never had the urge of like, oh, I really need to rewatch Star Wars. Um, I don't know. Empire Strikes Back is iconic and would kind of be worth it. This is such a stupid idea, but Force Awakens is like something so built into my childhood. Like it has such an important place in my life. It matters too much to me. I actually do kind of want to rewatch Star Wars. I'd love to make like a ranking of all the Star Wars movies. That'd be fun. You know, and I remember like when I think of Force Awakens, I try not to think of the now thing where the whole trilogy's over and it's not a good trilogy. I remember 2015 when it came out, people were like, "Yes, Star Wars is so back," and it was so cool. It was the first Star Wars movie I ever saw in a theater, and it like changed my life. Like it genuinely like changed the course of my life. It was huge. Ah. Or I could do Rogue One, because like I need to rewatch Rogue One, because like when I think of like if I had to put one Star Wars movie on there, it's hard because so many of them are like trilogies, like they're all pieces of a whole. Rogue One is just Rogue One. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Andor would probably be on my my show list also. Andor, good show. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know if either of those Star Wars movies though are beating anything else on this list at this point though. Like probably a few of them. Like they probably beat like 1917. That might be it. Like I like 1917, but I think I'd rather watch a Star Wars over 1917. Yeah, I think we'll put Rogue One on here just because it's its own thing. I'm willing to put Rogue One, I think. Just to have something from that world could be nice. Do we... Chat, be real with me. Do we think that putting an MCU movie is worth it? What is this? Posters USA. I don't want to hear from you. Because, like, when I think of if I want to put an MCU movie on here... Oh, what is it going to be? That's the real question. Hold on. Let me try to fix this a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's not bad. Hold on. Let me look up all the MCU movies. Yeah, like, Star Wars is cool. It's good. Like, there's a lot of great stuff. It's just, like, there's also a lot of really bad stuff. Okay, if I were to put one MCU movie on here, it would probably be, like, let me give you a few options. Like, Iron Man is pretty iconic. The Avengers, I don't think I could watch 100 times. I think I get so tired of it. So Iron Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Infinity War, or Guardians 3, I think, are all of the choices that I'd really go in for. Or, of course, Thor: Love and Thunder, my favorite movie of all time. Yeah, Guardians is kind of based. Have you seen Guardians 3? I love Guardians 3, dude. That one was like... It's so weird because the MCU is so, like, not great now. Like, they're all just fine movies. And then they dropped literally my favorite MCU movie, I think. Just randomly. Which is kind of hilarious. Oofa. Guardians 3 is so good, let me tell you. Love Guardians 3, Chad. Huge movie for me. But I feel like maybe you need that first Guardians. I don't know. You scroll up a little? Yeah, sorry. Did I scroll up? I think I did. I'm at the top now. Infinity War is kind of like the superhero movie, you know? Like, it's kind of like everything you could ever ask for in a superhero movie. The last one you've seen is Homecoming? Did you not watch Infinity War? Beta Rat? No? Beta Rat, I love you. You're missing like a cultural capstone. Like, that is like the movie of the past 20 years, to be so honest. Like, I feel like when we look back, like, I love, like, the MCU is cool. It's kind of bad now. But like, when we look back on this period of Hollywood in like 50 years, Infinity War is like one of the 10 movies that will be mentioned of this era. Like, it's gonna be that. It's probably gonna be like Barbenheimer. I wouldn't be shocked. I can't think of other movies right now. Beta Rat. I honestly, like, as somebody who goes in and out with the superhero movies now, like, I think some of them are good, some of them are bad, and have very mixed feelings on the MCU as a whole. Infinity War and Endgame, at least watching them once in your life is so worth it. Like, it's kind of just like, it just feels necessary, you know? Like, it's just one of those moments. It's like I feel like it's like watching Empire Strikes Back. Like, I feel like you have to, like, it's one of those movies you have to watch once. I don't know. Okay, Guardians 1 or Guardians 3? I think I'm gonna put it to one of them. It might have to be Guardians 3. Yeah, just because, like, when I think of Guardians 1, like, I love it, but it does have some rough stuff. So does Guardians 3, but, like, this one... Nothing done with your Star Wars phase? Yeah, okay. Have you watched Andor? You should definitely watch Andor if you're in a Star Wars phase right now. I think that would go crazy for you. I have room for one more movie, dude. Oh my god. What, like, am I missing, like, Disney classics? Like, I'm definitely missing, like, some important movies in my life. Like, I'm missing a Lion King. I'm missing, like, Moana. I love Moana. Jeez, I forgot. Forgot about all these good movies. Like, I want Get Out. I want The Social Network. Now it's hard, chat. Okay, let's, like, look up, like, top 250 movies. There's so many lists of, like, the top movies of all time. Don't do anything? I'm not doing anything. Resident Evil Vendetta? Correct, Freya. You've nailed it. Metacritic's Letterboxd. Yeah, let's do this one. Top 250 movies over 150k watched. Parasite. I love you, Parasite. I don't love it as much as some people do, man. Nimona. I do like Nimona a lot. I don't think I can put it in my top 20 ever, though. I feel like it was good on a one watch. I think the more times I watch it, the more I'm gonna find things that it's like, but I really enjoyed it one time. I think on the 10th time, I really wouldn't enjoy it anymore. You gotta remember that we're watching these movies for the rest of our lives. Let's see, 12 Angry Men, yeah, based. Shawshank Redemption, I haven't seen yet. Spider-Man, yeah, based. I need to see it. I need it. Like, fine. Like, yeah, it's a great movie. Cannot watch it forever. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Haven't seen it. There Will Be Blood, Persona. Pulp Fiction, top 20 all time? That's insane. I'm sorry. Pulp Fiction's good, but it's not life-changing. Like, it's really, really good. I have not seen Akira. There's so many good movies that I still haven't seen. Ooh! Chat! We've made mistakes. Okay, I need The Shining and I need Whiplash, I think. Somebody quick, make a little list. I need Whiplash and The Shining. No Country for Old Men. Oh. Little Women. I still need to see Little Women. Seven, The Lion King, Star Wars, Charlie Chaplin. Can someone just throw like those two movies into the chat for me? What even were they? I already forget. The Shining and Whiplash. Yeah. Thank you. Chinatown, Fargo. Fargo's kind of an odd one to me. Like, I thought it was good. I did not mark that as 5 stars. What are we talking about? Oh, that's like the group consensus, I guess. I don't know. I liked Fargo. I didn't think it was like best movie of all time kind of thing. But sure, Citizen Kane I need to see. Indiana Jones, Toy Story, Eternal Sunshine. I really love Eternal Sunshine. Can someone put Eternal Sunshine in the chat? Hey Ryan, we're almost done with our list. Totoro, you made it. Hi Totoro. I do like Totoro. Paddington, Coco. All good movies, but I can't put these in like the best ever. There's Akira. Heyo. Inception. Yeah, that makes sense. Grand Budapest. I didn't put any Wes Anderson. That kind of bums me out. But I think I'll be okay without it. Wes Anderson's are more like cute movies. They're not like movies that I think I could watch 100 times. Like even after watching Asteroid City twice, I'm like, all right, I think I'm good. Leon the Professional's this high up in the world? It shouldn't be. I rated it 3 stars. I just watched this like 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry. It like bums me out because it's such a good movie, but it's also like really weird. Like, spoilers if you really want to see Leon the Professional from 1994 for some reason. It's really good for like 95% of it is so good, but it's brought so hard down by the fact that there's like a romantic relationship between Leon and Natalie Portman, who's like 14 in this movie. And I thought that it was just like the first time that they mentioned it, Natalie Portman like says to Leon that she's like in love with him, and Leon doesn't really answer. And I thought it was more of like oh, it's Natalie Portman being a kid and like trying to grow up under these like insane circumstances and like confusing whatever like father-daughter relationship that they've fostered between each other as love. And I was like, oh, that's cool. That's interesting. No, he's also in love with her. And there's like cut from the script is an actual like sex scene between them. And it's such a problem because like the scene itself is cut from the movie, which is good, so you can't take points off. But like the scene right after is still in it, so it's still implied that they had sex. And that, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Not one bit. Not even a little bit. That's weird. Hate that. And it pissed me off because the rest of the movie is so good. Because it's a cool movie. Good Will Hunting's good. That's based. Jurassic Park. Iconic. Haven't seen Blade Runner. The Prestige is good. Incredibles, I just can't. Is that a Black Mirror episode up here? White Christmas. Yeah. Yeah. White Christmas is kind of insane. Oh. White Christmas is kind of probably the best episode of Black Mirror. Chat, what we should do is one day we should start watching Black Mirror and make like a group ranking of it. I want to start like a movie club on Twitch. That'd be so fun. Ooh, Her is such a good movie. I love Her. In terms of like vibes, I love Her. Her is such good vibes. This one would make me want to kill myself if I watched Uncut Gems again, I think. Good movie, but I think I'd kill myself if I watched it again. Okay, folks, 2 more. The Truman Show and Knives Out. Throw them in the chat. Truman Show and Knives Out. This is getting more difficult. Real Tenenbaums. Okay. Exorcist. Nightcrawler's good. Ooh, I didn't put a Harry Potter movie in there. I kind of do love Prisoner of Azkaban. I don't think I could kick anything else off, though, for it. Alright, that's the top 250. Zodiac's really good. I didn't put any Fincher on there, did I? Okay, so here's the issue. We have 19 movies right now. But I want to put, like, at least a few of those 5 in there. And I also just had another movie that just slipped my mind entirely. A Fincher, I guess. Social Network. So let's see. Out of Whiplash, The Shining, Eternal Sunshine, Truman Show and Knives Out. Which movies could I take out of that? I need Knives Out, so we're just not even going to think about it anymore. Knives Out has to be on here. Like, sorry. Like, my bad. Knives Out is one of those movies that, like, I watched for the first time and I was like, oh, this is what a movie could be like. And was like mind blown from it. I was like, oh my god, movies can be cool. Can you, like, load high def for me? Please? Oh yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban is definitely the best Harry Potter movie. Love it. Okay, this is not gonna improve quality, so whatever. Let's get you down here. Ryan, do you have any good, like, any based movies that I should be putting on here that I'm, like, forgetting about? I haven't seen a Harry Potter movie in forever. They're good. Oh, Freya? You watched it in a cinema. There had been a stabbing like 2 days before. You should solve it like a murder mystery, like Benoit. Like Benoit Blanc. It's kind of crazy that La La Land's in here when it, like, barely cracked the top 50 of my yearly ranking last year. That ranking is a little rough. You don't like The Witch? What, J.K. Rowling? I think, okay, here's my current thinking. Is that instead of Hereditary, I might replace that with The Shining. Just because, again, The Shining's one of those movies that really formed me as a kid. Not even as a kid. I watched that for the first time like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was like, that was sort of the first horror movie that I watched that I was like, okay, I kind of don't hate horror as much as I thought I did. Like, I did, like, it wasn't just weird jump scares. It was, like, cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we do that. If there's any gripes in the chat, let me know. Welcome back, Incorporated. We're still going because I forgot about so many movies. And there's some really good ones out there. So we're putting The Shining in because The Shining matters so much to me. Let's put it, like, can I put it in there? No. Okay, let's trash this and then just dump the file into this. There we go. Sorry, Hereditary. I love Hereditary, but I don't think it's going. I think we can replace 1917. If I had to, like, pick, because what else do I have? I really want to put Whiplash on there. And Truman Show. I think between the Truman Show and Eternal Sunshine. Oh, I don't know, dude. They're both so good. That's really hard because I want to just say the Truman Show and move on, but, like, so much of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Like, I remember watching that movie with my parents and, like, crying, dude. Like, that movie hurts. OMG, long shot though? Long shot of what? I did see the Knives Out sequel, Glass Onion. It's good. It's like, it's a step up in, like, the wackiness of Knives Out. I think I like Knives Out more. Like, Glass Onion is really fun. I still really like that movie. Oh yeah, no, 1917 is very cool technically. It's just, like, out of this list, would I rather would I rather we watch 1917 or Whiplash? Sorry. I think I'd rather we watch Whiplash, to be so honest. The movies that I could take off of this list to replace with something like like one of those two Jim Carreys or Whiplash, probably 1917 and, like, probably Rogue One, which kind of stinks because I do want a Star Wars on here, but, like, I think it's worth taking off for that. Yeah. Don't get rid of Rogue One? You guys are making my life difficult because I do want to have a war movie in this, but I think I really need... Okay, out of Whiplash, Truman Show, and Eternal Sunshine, which one matters the most to me? Like, I want to say, I think Whiplash is probably the best movie out of those three, but I also, it's in a very similar spot to, like, Uncut Gems and Good Times, where I just don't want to rewatch it. Because, like, it just stresses me out. Like, I watch trailers now for Whiplash, and I get anxiety out of it. I personally like Glass Onion better because of the mystery part of the story. That's real. Yeah, I just love the set of Knives Out so bad. Like it's just so cool. Glass Onion, like they're both like 8 out of 10 at least movies. Like I love them. You'll fight me for it? What other movie would you take off? Like, all right. I think this is tough. I don't like this bit anymore. I'm trying to look at all the other movies and make sure that there's nothing else that I could like scrap. Cause like this top row is like so important. Like these are movies that like formed me, especially in the past like couple years. Like these 5 and 7 have probably like in the last like 2-3 years have been like Lego Movie's just a classic. Like I think that's so important. I could maybe take out the Lego Movie. Like I think it's really important, but like for Eternal Sunshine, maybe. You've only seen 6 of these? Trust me, I promise, all of these movies are so good. Like, I promise. Like, pick one of these movies to watch. They're so good. I just gotta have a Star Wars. Is it worth giving up such iconic movies, though, just to have a Star Wars? I guess. But, like, is it, though? I don't know, man. That's Based Incorporated. La La Land and Wall-E. Proud of you. Yeah, I think I need Eternal Sunshine. Like, that's one of those movies that, like, I still think about quite a bit. Okay, not Ariana Grande. Yeah, I just don't know where to put it yet. Because I love 1917. I think it's so cool technically. There's no world to be on the fence about the Spider-Verse stuff. I'm sorry. Put Into the Spider-Verse on that list right now, Incorporated. I want to put Truman Show on here. Truman Show is just a movie that means so much to me. You know, like there's the thing that's like getting some of these movies to win right now is that they just mean more to me. Like Everything Everywhere means, like I'll defend that movie till the day I die. Inside, Breakfast Club, Dead Poets, Spider-Man, like some of these movies like formed who I am right now. And like Rogue One didn't. What else? I mean, maybe Monty Python, but I kind of do want to just have that. Like I think I need one really good comedy. But I do kind of have that in Knives Out. But I still think it's necessary. Like it's too iconic. Lego Movie could maybe go. Watch them over and over again, but for that there's too many awkward moments in the writing that are hard for me to watch by myself. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I love it, man. I could... I mean, I feel like... I don't know. If I'm watching movies alone, how funny is a comedy? Like, how worth is Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Next to The Truman Show or Whiplash, dude? Or the Lego Movie. I could, like, get rid of the Lego Movie. I really want to get rid of Rogue One. I'm starting to think about it. Maybe I need to rewatch it, because I don't know. For some reason, I don't care. Because I do have a space movie. Like, I have Guardians of the Galaxy. And I think that one has to stay. Not like moments that are poorly written, just too realistic. Yeah, no, I get that. I know what you mean. That's like, it does make sense. I just think I don't know, dude. I remember seeing that a couple years ago and being like, oh my god. Like, it's very similar to like Knives Out, where it's like, whoa, animation is cool, dude. Like, these movies are awesome. Like, I didn't know that you could even do that. Like, that's a thing people could make. And it wasn't up to that point. And it also just, like, changed animation. It still is changing. Like, it's only been 6 years, I guess, since that movie came out, which is a long time, but it's changed animation so much. Like, there's so many movies that you can tell so easily are inspired by that. Like, Mitchell's versus the Machines, which is a movie I love so much. Like that, huge. The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, easily. A lot of the new Pixar movies too, like have been changing it up stylistically. Like I'm like with that, I think of like Turning Red and like Luca, like doing a little bit of some style things, or like even to a much worse effect, Wish from Disney. They're trying new things, which is fun. Definitely the first. Like the second one's good, but I think if you're watching a movie for the rest of your life, it can't be a movie with a cliffhanger. You know? The second movie has a cliffhanger, kind of. I do want to see the new TMNT movie. I still haven't seen it either. I meant to watch it, but I just like haven't gotten around to it. Oh, Puss in Boots 2, duh. Yeah, with their whole watercolor design, like I think it's just done too much. Like it's pushed people so far in the world of animation. Like it's inspired so many people. I can't. Yeah, if it had an ending, if I could put like the second and hopefully the third, like if Beyond the Spider-Verse is as good as the second one, then I'd put 2 and 3 together and keep them both. It'll probably be based. I think maybe I could probably get rid of the Lego movie, to be honest. Like it's good, but I think like the revolutionariness of the Lego movie has kind of been overtaken by the revolutionariness of Spider-Man. They're both made by the same guys too. Like these are the only like double. Excuse me. The only double filmmaker I have on here right now besides Nolan with Interstellar and Dark Knight. Like these are both Chris Miller and Phil Lord. Or yeah. Lord and Miller. Both amazing movies, but I picked Spider-Man out of those two. To keep or to get rid of? Or wait, are you talking about incorporated? Because I think between these two, I would definitely keep Spider-Man. Yeah, of course. Because I think but I have to think about like forever. Because if I'm watching these forever, I also think I get tired of the Lego movie. Like I love the Lego movie. It does so much for me. I can't believe it's... Oh, it's 10 years old. Oh. Ow. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, I think I get tired of it after a while though. Whiplash could be fun. I think I need the Truman Show. Like, I think I need it. Or I need Whiplash. Because the last 20 minutes of Whiplash are possibly, like, the most, like, locked in I've ever been during a movie. It's only an hour and 40, I think. But the last 20 minutes of Whiplash, I was, like I was leaned forward in my seat, just... It kind of did so much. I do need to watch more Studio Ghibli. I think the more I watch the Studio Ghibli, the harder this list gets. Because I've only seen Totoro. And I do want to put Totoro on here, but I just don't have space. Dude, this is tough. Because I don't know if I need another stress pick. Like, 7 is already such a stress pick. Like, 7 is such a stressful movie. I don't know if I need another one, dude. Like, I need, like, good movies to make me feel better about being trapped forever. I know I need to watch Spirited Away. I know. I'm sorry. I would say I'd watch it tonight, but I can't. I have to watch Easy A. I promised one of my friends I'd watch it for them. Truman Show or Whiplash? I think I need Whiplash. Like, yeah. Yeah, I think it's Whiplash. Eternal Sunshine, I think, gives me my Jim Carrey quota. Like, I love the Truman Show. The last 20-25 minutes of Truman Show is kind of like everything. But I think this does enough for me. Oh, and I love this poster for them. All of these are not in English though, but this poster's so good. Yeah. No, don't do that. Don't do all that. Thanks though. Come on. You can't be. Trust me, Jim Carrey is so good when you let him be. Like, Eternal Sunshine and Truman Show, he is perfect, genuinely. Dude, I don't know if Star Wars is worth it. I do, like, I just read Vic's comment and I keep looking at it, and it's like, out of this list, like, this is such a good list. And then Rogue One's just there. Like, Rogue One's good, but it's probably like, it's the one, like, 4 out of 10 on this list. 3.5 maybe, or, sorry, 4 out of 5. Like, 3.5, 4 out of 5 movie. Out of, like, a group of 5 out of 5s right now. Like, some of these are maybe 4.5 out of 5. Like, these are, like, 9 out of 10 movies. And then Rogue One's, like, a 7. Ah. I just, at this point, like, right now in my life, there's too many movies for me to care about Star Wars. Like, I love Star Wars, but I don't know if I care about it enough. Yeah. Because I could be putting Hereditary or 1917 or The Truman Show. Like, I feel like maybe, because Rogue One is a war movie, I could just put 1917 as the war movie instead. I think between those two, I like 1917 more. It's good. I don't know if it's peak. Empire Strikes Back is probably peak. But then again, I don't know if I want to watch Empire Strikes Back forever. Sometimes old movies to me, like, some movies like that just have a certain clunk to them that are part charming, part cringe, that I don't get in movies like 12 Angry Men or The Shining or The Breakfast Club. Like, I think they, like, those, like, these three are fine. Sometimes it's like with Star Wars specifically that it's like, this is a little clunky. Sorry. Yeah. Rogue One is like sort of the 3.5 of them all. Like, it was made in 2016 during, like, while they were making the sequel trilogy, but it's about what happened immediately before the original Star Wars. Like, it's literally, it's the way I've always described it as movie 3.9. Like, it's genuinely the days leading up to A New Hope. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. Yeah, I think this is my list. I love The Truman Show. I think I need 1917 on here just to have something different. Boom, that took me over an hour. I thought this was going to be like a quick 20-minute thing. It was going to be like a little fun side quest. And it took me an hour and 20 minutes. Dude. Yikes. How'd you guys do? Did anybody else make a list? I know some people were working on a list. But yeah, I think this is mine. Done and done. Someone screenshot it, put it in images, or pics and memes. I've been playing? Oh, Stardew Valley. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right for you, beta rat. Let's see that list. Let's see that list incorporated. Alright, Freya, let's see your list then. What would you have? I think these are all solid picks. Like, they're all good movies. Either send it in pics and memes, or you can just type it out. Up to you. Freya's picks would be Madam Web, and then the Madam Web director's cut, and then the Madam Web edit she saw on TikTok, and then... List for shows now? I did like the 10 of them, like, verbally. I would like to see yours, Freya, actually. I had like 10, like Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, Succession, The Bear, even though I haven't seen it, The Boys, Andor. I mentioned other ones. Oh, Gravity Falls, Steven Universe, Owl House. Like, a bunch of those. Star Wars episodes 1 through 9. It's kind of funny. Maybe the Clone Wars. Put yours in pics and memes. OMG, boy oh boy. Let's give it a look. Let's give it a look. Okay. I'm already concerned. Murder mystery, Adam Sandler? Oh no. Dear oh dear. Let's get this on Canva real quick. Let me drop this in my Canva. Okay, this is Incorporated's list right here on our notes app. Let's make a new page. Okay, cool. Okay. Ink, how far in do you want me to go on you here? Like, do you want me to be like serious? Like, I could kind of dig into some of these if you want and be like genuine reviews, or I could just say like, yeah, okay, and move on. Because I would love to dig in. I haven't looked at the list yet. I like just scanned it really fast, but I have not like looked at all the choices yet. I'm looking at your eyeballs right now. If you're looking at mine, I'm looking at yours. But you let me know what you want here, and I'll do. I'm gonna crop this. I'm like trying so hard not to look at the. Ah. There we go. I don't care. Just let it be known I don't watch that many movies. All right, let's lock in. Chat, let's rip apart Incorporated's list. No, I'm kidding. No, but seriously, let's take a look. Okay, Cruella. I don't hate it for you. Out of like the live action movies they've made, Cruella definitely has some of the flair and the vibes. Like probably the best out of all of them. Off the top of my head, like there's no other live action one that I'm like, yes, thank God this was made. Cruella's the one that I'm like, okay, I'm okay with this one being around. So I don't hate that for you. Mamma Mia, I actually haven't seen. I'm sure it's good. I'm gonna pick up the mic now, by the way. Be warned for noise. There we go. Yeah, Mamma Mia I've heard is good. I think I'm okay with that, just because I don't really know much about it. Some of the songs I'm sure are based. Like I have heard a few of the songs. Let me get rid of that now. Okay. Steven Universe movie, also based. I think there's probably some better show movies out there. Like I'm trying to think of some. Like off the top of my head, I don't have any. But Steven Universe movie is good. I always forget about Steven Universe, the movie. It's a good movie. Good songs. Spinell's like really good, and that's like the only piece of Steven Universe that she's good in. Steven Universe Future, she does not matter and is not good. So like this is kind of her peak, and she's such a good character. I'm trying to think if there's any other good, like, because Gravity Falls didn't have a movie, Owl House didn't have a movie. Like I guess there's no other really like TV movies that are like really based. So I'd say out of TV movies, that's probably good. Princess and the Frog, out of the Disney animated, it's up there. It's kind of a crazy pick. It's not like the most insane. I like some of the newer ones more, like some of the 3D animated. Like I love Tangled and Moana a lot. Even for the 2D animated, I might fight you and go for like Beauty and the Beast or Little Mermaid. But Princess and the Frog is probably top 3 with those two. If I really thought about it, like it might be Princess and the Frog. I haven't seen this movie in ages. Like I don't really even remember what it's about. To be so honest, like I know the basics, but from what I remember of it, I feel like it's up there with Little Mermaid and the Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, Future could have been longer and like just better in general. But that's not entirely their fault. I know that it was some studio stuff, I think, too. Like was just like pressuring them to be done. So it's whatever. Ponyo. I haven't seen Ponyo, so I have no opinions. That's Ghibli, right? Sir Miyazaki. Ponyo. Yeah. Look at her. She's so happy. She's so happy. Is this isn't the same this isn't the sequel to Totoro, right? For some reason, she's given like the exact same vibes as the kid from Totoro. Because I was told that there's like sort of a sequel to Totoro. Oh, is it really? Maybe I might have to watch this one then. Oh no, May and the Kitten Bus? Oh, it's a short. No, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I was told that there was like some kind of sequel to it. It's just a short film. Okay, that makes more sense. Ponyo. I think I've heard something of this, but yeah, I'll look around at Banyo. Banyo sounds fun. Banyo. Okay, anyway. Baby's first Ghibli film? Oh, that's cute. I do like that. Clue. Say more. Are we talking about the one from like the old one? Is this your old pick? Because isn't there like a Clue from like 1930 something? There's one in 1985. Oh, 80s. Wasn't there like a 1930s one though? Maybe I'm stupid. I swore there was like a really old one. Whatever. Yeah, I'll give it to you. That's probably based. You need a good murder mystery in there somewhere. I haven't, as someone who hasn't seen Clue. Ooh, actually, never mind. I'll come back to that in a minute because we're gonna yap when I see that Murder on the Orient Express down there. Ah. Murder mystery, Adam Sandler. I don't know how I feel about this. If it makes you happy, then okay. Then okay. Whatever. La La Land, yeah. Barbie, yeah, I'd give it to you. It's also pretty funny. I'm concerned about rewatchability, just like watching it too many times. It might start to get frustrating. Just because I don't know. Like there's some movies that I feel like I can watch so many times. Barbie's, I don't know. Like I think I've seen it 3 times now, 2 or 3 times. And it's good, but I'm worried if like the 10th time I'm like, okay, I'm tired. 6 times? Killing it. Okay, then yeah, yours. That's kind of like the issue, I guess. I don't even know. Because like some of them I feel like are easier to rewatch, like Mamma Mia and Steven Universe, just because of the songs. Like also with murder mystery, can you really watch it that many times? I don't know. Yeah, Rise of Skywalker was 5 years ago. It's kind of insane. What's it called? COVID kind of ruined all sense of time. Christopher Robin. Is that the live action one, like the newer one? Because if so, I haven't seen it. Yes, I haven't seen it. I've heard like decent things, and it is like Winnie the Pooh and Friends, so it's probably sweet and would make you cry. So I will give it to you. Zootopia is really based. It's embarrassing. I kind of forgot about Zootopia, but that's really based. Yeah. Zootopia is pretty based. I'm trying to think. They're making a sequel to that. I'm really afraid. I really don't want it. But Zootopia is a really good choice. 50 First Dates I've heard of. Why can I not picture what this is? Oh, I didn't put like Forrest Gump or anything. I'm missing some serious classics. Another Adam... Okay. Incorporated. You gotta pick one. Pick one Adam Sandler. You cannot have a second Adam Sandler. I'm gonna need you to pick one Adam Sandler. That's all you need. I promise. There's better movies. I promise. Have one Adam Sandler. That can be your Adam Sandler. But you need more. You need more than just 2 Adam Sandlers. I promise. After watching them 100 times the rest of your life, they will become the same movie. I promise. Pick another Pixar movie, or pick like a Star Wars movie, or like something else. I don't know, or like a sweet movie. I can give you so many. Let's see. Let me find a movie that Incorporated would love on here, on my list. Not even on. Let's see. What are the films that I've watched? This is not it. Profile. Let me briefly scroll through the things that I've watched in the past year and give you something that you would really like. Sort by. Let's go by when I rated it, actually. Midsummer, you might throw up. Totoro, you'd like. Ex Machina, you might like. It's kind of slow, but it's also like very good for her. Oh, I could have put Ex Machina on there. Nah, it's not worth it. Ooh, 10 Things I Hate About You. Tell me you've seen Have you seen 10 Things I Hate About You? If not, you would mess with this movie, Incorporated. I'll tell you right now. That's a promise. If you don't like this movie, I owe you $20. I feel like you'd mess with it. I think you'd have a good time. You haven't? Alright, there's your movie suggestion. 10 Things I Hate About You. It's on Netflix right now, I think. Or HBO. Hold on, let's find out. Where to watch? What do you mean? I just watched it like 2 weeks ago. Hold on. Oh, it's on Disney Plus right now. You don't say. Alright, yeah. 10 Things I Hate About You. It's free right now, Disney Plus. Done. Watch it. I promise you will like that movie. Big Hero 6. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I have nothing else for that one. Just kind of, yeah, okay. I think you're losing me a little bit. Zootopia's based enough. I'd give you the Zootopia pass. Big Hero 6 is good. I love Baymax. Baymax is sweet. But, like, I don't know. Like, all I can really think of from that movie is Baymax. Like, I don't ever think of the plot. Like, tell me you think of Big Hero 6 and you think of the story. Or, like, anything about the movie other than Baymax. You could just, like, bring a picture of Baymax with you. Yeah, Zootopia sweeps. Thank you. Made my list? Oh, my God. Oh, you mean, like, you made it. Not that Big Hero 6 made your list. Text it to me, Freya, or DM it. I'll pick it up. Or put it in Pics and Memes. That's where Ink put hers. Rio? Oh, I skipped How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon is based. I'll give you How to Train Your Dragon for sure. Rio, I don't remember a single thing about Rio. So I'm just going to let it slide. Because I have not seen it in so many years. Someone who goes to engineering school, it's everything your college wants to be. I mean, yeah. It's good. I just... Of all time, I have some problems. We gotta get you some good movies. I'm gonna incorporate it. If you want, send me a DM and I'll make you a list. I'll make you a list of movies that I think that you'd really mess with. Just knowing like who you are as a person, I'd put in some guesses. And like based off this list, I could, for a few of these, I could give you a movie that's like it but better. Which is where we're about to get, because WALL-E's perfect. I'm moving on. Speaking of movie but better, Murder on the Orient Express. Incorporated, I'll get them. I'll let you borrow some of mine. Murder on the Orient Express. Are we talking about 2017? Tell me that's when it came out. Tell me I binked that. Or are we talking about the old one? 2017. Binked it, baby. Baked it. Boom. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to take... I see your Murder on the Orient Express, and I heavily raise you Knives Out. Or Glass Onion, or both. You have room for both. Infinitely better. Surely. Surely. Incorporated. Surely. I think Glass Onion and Knives Out both individually sweep Murder on the Orient Express. I already know the ending. Yeah. Yeah, I think once you know the twist of Murder on the Orient Express, there's less to go back to. With Knives Out and Glass Onion, even when you know the twist, I think that there's just as much to go back to. Just saying. I think that they're infinitely better. Still, solid list. I think I can get you some suggestions that are like in the same vibes as these that I think you'd like more. We gotta get rid of one of the Adam Sandlers. Love you to death. But you also have some really based picks. Like How to Train Your Dragon, huge. Zootopia, huge. La La Land, Barbie, huge. Clue, probably huge. You're really big into like the murder mystery vibes for these. There's like 3 murder mysteries on here. But yeah, some good picks. Princess and the Frog is like a solid Disney pick. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Let's see Freya's. Let's see Paul Allen's card. Oh, there's a there's a giant picture of Madam Web on the floor. I don't like that one bit. Okay. Let's dig into this mess. So Madam Web, Madam Web, and Madam Web. Of course, she sees the future. Her web connects them all. Let's see. Okay, 20 movies here. Dead Poets, of course, based. I like that for you, man. The Lego Batman being the second movie on here is kind of crazy. But I do like it for you. I know you love that movie, so I'm gonna give it to you. The Lego Batman movie and the Lego movie are kind of tied for my life. So I'll give it to you. Yeah, I'll let it stay. It's funny. It's got a good ending. Like it's a solid movie, and I feel like I could watch it 100 times. What is that third one? Resident Evil. Is this the movie that I've like watched half of with you guys on Discord? Because if so, I'm worried. I'm worried. Not your best pick. Yeah, Vendetta. Okay. We got to get you some better video game movies. That's where we got to go. There's not a lot of great video game movies yet, but there's some good ones for sure. We'll find them for you. We'll find them. Number 4, is that a Muppet Christmas Carol? I'll allow it. You know what? You need a Christmas classic on here? I can give that to you. I didn't put any Christmas movies on my list, did I? I guess if I'm like alone and stranded on an island, I won't really care about Christmas. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, okay. Whew. Sorry. Yeah, I'll give you the Muppets. That's fine. The Princess Bride, I haven't watched, but it's like iconic, so I'm gonna let you slide again. The Darjeeling Limited. Out of all the Wes Anderson movies, kind of a weird pick. I don't know. I feel like a solid Grand Budapest Hotel could go on here instead. Have you seen Grand Budapest? I don't know. It's so good. I do need to watch this one. I just like knowing the general opinions on Wes Anderson. This is kind of a strange pick. Lady Kanashi, welcome to the stream. I'm judging people's movies right now. Seen all of them? That's based. I'll let you have it. You know what? I think I'm gonna let you have it again. Yeah. I'll give it to you. Moana, I did mention Moana a couple times already. Solid, based. I'll give it to you. Revenge of the Sith. I don't know. Like, I get it, but does it work as well without any other movies around it? Like, you're just gonna be watching Revenge of the Sith forever. I'd love any kind of poster board or just like as a text thing that I can make an image on here, please, so people can see it. That'd be very helpful. Thank you. Lady, if you want to make a list too, we're doing top 20 movies that you'd watch for the rest of your life if you were stranded on an island. This is my 20. You have to keep in mind like that it is movies that you have to like be able to watch infinitely forever. This took me about an hour to make. We've talked about a lot of movies today. I'm really happy with this list. I think it's solid. If there's any gripes you have, yell at me. Okay, Ryan, you had to have seen 20 movies. Don't do this to me. Make a list of 10 then, Ryan. I feel like that pisses me off, Ryan, because there's some movies that I think that you would like adore if you just watched them. Like, I think like Prisoners. I think that you would love Prisoners, dude. I think you'd be a huge Fincher boy. That's kind of insane, Ryan. We need to lock in and get you some movies under your belt. It took so little time for me. Easy decisions. There's gotta be better things for you, Freya. We gotta get you some better movies. Cars. Oh my God, Freya, we gotta fix you. Revenge of the Sith. I guess if you really want a Star Wars movie on here, This is probably one of the better ones to put by itself. Like, it's... I'll let you have it. I'm giving you too much leeway today. Scream is based. Like, if you're gonna have a horror movie on here, I feel like Scream is a really easy one to have. You skipped what? I know, no, I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. I saw cars out of the corner of my eye. I've been beginning to think about my picks, and here are some I absolutely need. Tangled, Lilo and Stitch, Meet the Robinsons, Bolt, and the second fairy tale movie. Some more. Yeah, Kyle, you gotta dig in here. Find everything you know. I believe in you. I don't know about Bolt from that pick. From that list, at least. Tangled and Lilo and Stitch are based. Bolt, I'm worried about. Holy Grail, yeah, I'll give it to you. That was on my list till the very end. I'll give it to you. It's funny. It's probably one of the funniest movies ever. Harry Potter, if you're going to pick a Harry Potter movie, might as well pick the best one there is. What is that? I was like looking at this earlier. What is Stardust? Let's take a look. Stardust, 2007. In a countryside town bordering on a magical land, a young man makes a promise to his beloved that he'll retrieve a fallen star by venturing into the magical realm. His journey takes him into a world beyond his wildest dreams and reveals his true identity. Okay, that is like... Freya, I'm really worried. That was like such a silly summary. This looks like a fake Robert De Niro. It's like if you try to get Robert De Niro from AI, it looks like him. 3.6. That's actually not bad, especially with that many ratings. Is kind of huge. Charlie Cox is in this? Is that him? Let me see him. Is that Charlie Cox? No way. There's no shot. It's kind of hilarious if that's him. I've only seen him like shaved or like stubbly up here for Daredevil. Mark Strong, Michelle Pfeiffer. Damn. Kate McGowan. Ian McKellen. What is this? What is this cast? Okay. Is Robert De Niro actually in this? Oh my god, it is Robert De Niro. Wait, that's actually Robert De Niro. I'm just being stupid. Okay, that makes more sense why it looked like Robert De Niro. It's because it is Robert De Niro. Huh. 3.6 is actually not bad. I'll give it to you. Whew. I don't know. If it's your top 20 of all time, fine. Across the Spider-Verse, yes. Surf's Up, go away. Just go away. There's better. Put a Pixar movie in here. Shaun of the Dead. Okay. Like, yeah, Cornetto trilogy. Mr. Edgar Wright himself. I do love a good Edgar Wright. I would say check in on Baby Driver. Just because I think that might be a better Edgar Wright. I haven't seen Shaun of the Dead yet. There's a chance. I don't know. If you've seen Baby Driver and you're picking Shaun of the Dead over that, or Scott Pilgrim over this, then I'll give it to you. Just because Edgar Wright's always based. I'm just checking. If you've seen them all, then you're good. Muppets Most Wanted. I don't know about all that. As this list is going on, I'm getting more and more worried. Yeah, I don't know about all this now. Muppets Most Wanted is like a silly, sweet kind of thing. But I don't know about top 20 all time. I've been giving you so many passes. I think we gotta work on this. I don't know. Maybe we cut it down. Whew. Maybe we fight Muppets Most Wanted and Muppets Christmas Carol. I don't think you need 2 Muppets on here. 6 movies, I'm having a tough time thinking of more. If you ever need help looking up movies, go on Letterboxd, genuinely, and just click on lists and just look around. Like, just look up, like, good movies or something, or, like, Pixar movies, or good animated movies, or, like, movies from my childhood, or, like, just, I don't know. It's a good way to just, like, find movies that you remember. Shrek. It's a good space. All right, Cars. I have to fight you so hard. IMDb sucks in comparison to IMDb. Letterboxd sucks. I mean, I don't really care about it in terms of ratings. I more care about it just in terms of reviews. Like, it's good to see, like, it's easy to see a lot of like what people are talking about. And like lists, I do use lists quite a bit just to like scoop up ideas like fun movies, silly stuff like that. Yeah, the rating system, like, I don't really care as much about. Yeah, I see your reviews every once in a while, Freya. Cars I'm worried about. You got to pick a better one. And Pixar, I don't know why I keep yawning. In terms of Pixar, this is like in the lower half of all the Pixar movies. You have so many good ones to pick from. You have Inside Out, you have Toy Story, Coco, WALL-E, Up, Finding Nemo, The Incredibles. Like, there's so many good ones. Did I say Coco already? I probably did. But even like some of the newer stuff too, like Soul, Luca. There's just a lot of better movies than Cars, man. I'm sorry. And that's somebody who has nostalgia for Cars. As far as I can remember, Cars is the first movie I ever saw. And still, all of those movies are better than Cars. You're wrong, Freya. I'm sorry. Cars, man! Owen Wilson's a sweetheart. But you already have him for the Darjeeling Limited. I think you need to reevaluate, my friend. Iron Man, I'll give it to you. Oh my god. Romeo and Juliet? Really? I take no criticism. Happy Feet or Polar Express? Yeah, they make sense. Okay, tell me this. Is this like your, when I mentioned earlier when I said I need a bad movie, is this your bad movie? Romeo and Juliet is one you've seen. That's crazy. Out of this whole list, that's the one you're like, wait, I've seen this. Have you seen a Harry Potter or a Star Wars or a Pixar movie, Ryan? No, but like it's like bad good, right? It's not like good. It's Romeo and Juliet. Freya. No Harry Potter, but you've seen some Star Wars? Oh my god. Ryan Green Blue. Okay. And Dungeons and Dragons. I haven't seen it. I've heard it's fine. Ugh. This list, man. I don't know. I think some of these you're going to get really tired of really fast, to be so honest. Like, I think some of these you might just be putting on here just because you know, like, because it's funny. and you're making me look at it. It's a struggle because you do have some really, like, it's a mix of some of the most based picks you could put on here with some of the most insane stuff. Like, you have Dead Poets, Lego Batman, Spider-Man, Princess Bride, probably like even like Scream, Holy Grail, Moana, like Iron Man even. Like, I'll give you, like, all those are like solid picks, I think. But then you mix them in with like Surf's Up and Romeo and Juliet, and I get worried. All these are 7 stars up. A 7 out of 10 up? I don't know. I'd have to watch Romeo and Juliet again, which I don't plan on doing ever. A lot of these are probably 7s and up, but they should be a lot more 10s and 9s. A lot of these are hard 7s. Like, I think Cars would be a hard 6 or 7 for me. Revenge of the Sith might be a hard 7, maybe an 8. Scream, I think, is an 8 for me, which I'm fine with. Like, you need like one go hard, I think is good. I don't know. I'm not gonna list the lists so far. I feel like that's rude, but I think that's all right. You did your best. Who else has got a list for me, chat? Didn't somebody else say they had a list for me? Who is this? Gibson. Maybe me. You're almost done? Well, I don't know about that, Freya. Freya, I'm gonna write you out of the origin script, I think. I don't know if we need you. Oh, little message in my Discord. Beta Rat with a little list from me and my body. Thanks. Let's give this a little dig, shall we? Why is it so pixelated? Hang on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Much better. Much better. Leoni, welcome to the stream. Let's talk about Scream 1. It's a good movie. I'll give it to you. You have an integral part in Origins? I can give it to Leoni. It's not that hard. Or I could switch it with somebody else. Alright, this is Beta Rat's list. Beta Rat, are you okay if I dig in? Or do you want me to be nice? Because I haven't, without looking at the list, I've like just scanned it. But can I like be, yeah, I can yap? Okay. Nightmare Before Christmas. Based, it's a holiday movie. I think, is this the only holiday movie you have? Yeah. Okay, I'm fine with that. I think you're good. I feel like it's a movie you could watch a lot of times. It has songs, so I think it's like good rewatchability. I'll let you have it. Wally, based. Empire Strikes Back, also based. I think if you need any Star Wars on there, like I said earlier, I think it's a good pick. Spirited Away, I'm sure, is based. Deadpool as your main superhero movie. I'll give it to you just because it is also fulfilling comedy. I haven't seen it, to be honest. But I'm sure it's good. I'm just worried that it'll get old after a while. Just be wary of that. Like, I love Deadpool, but like this style of humor feels like one that could get old really fast. Think of your 7th rewatch of Deadpool. It's been 2 years, you've watched it for the 7th time. You're hearing Deadpool make a joke about his penis again, and it's like, ugh, you know? I don't know. Across the Spider-Verse, based. I have not seen the first Pokemon movie, so I'll let it go. The Lion King, again, really based. This is one of the ones that I would have put on if I had like probably 30 slots instead of 20. Out of the 2D animated, it's probably one of the best. You could also mess around with like Little Mermaid or Beauty and the Beast or Princess and the Frog, but I think Lion King's right up there. I kind of forgot about it for a minute, but it is probably the best out of all of them. I'm sort of backtracking, but yeah, that one's pretty good. Aladdin's good. I like Aladdin. I don't think it's my favorite. Because I also can't think of like, when I think of the old Disney movies, like all I can think about with Aladdin is the genie. Like I love the genie, but that's all I think about with Aladdin. The Lion King, I can think of so many characters and I can think of like songs. I think a good Disney movie needs good songs for like really good rewatchability. So like for me, that's The Lion King, that's Beauty and the Beast, and that's Little Mermaid. Really hard, those three. I don't know. Cloverfield. I haven't seen Cloverfield, but I've heard it's good. Yeah, I know. Prince Ali, fabulous, that's the only song though. Or no, there's the I can show you the world. I think other than that though, I don't know the other ones. Oh, and Friend Like Me. Okay. But I think, isn't that only in the new one? You never had a friend like me. Never had a friend, never had a friend. I don't know. Yeah, Wish sucked because it had no good songs. You're right. That is one of the many reasons that Wish was pretty bad. I watched it like a month ago maybe. We were like in a power outage and I watched that movie. I was like, damn, this is like making me feel worse as I sat in my room in the dark. It's like, I can't believe I wasted my laptop battery on that movie. But still, Aladdin to me just isn't like... Lion King feels like this insane huge thing that's so like important. I don't know. Aladdin doesn't hit as hard for me. Cloverfield, haven't seen it. I'll give it to you. I've heard good things mostly. I'm not even that tired. I don't know what's going on. Brother Bear is an odd pick, I gotta say. I'm trying to even remember what this movie's about. if this one has like some personal connection for you, I'll give it to you. But I don't know. I think if it's like just a Disney movie that you like, I think there's better options here. I don't know. Pirates of the Caribbean. Ooh. Strange, spicy pick. It's like fun. I don't know. This is where you lose me a little bit. Because like when I only have 20 movies, I think very much grew up with it. Okay. Is that Brother Bear or Pirates? I think that's probably your Brother Bear. Both. Okay. I guess the nostalgia pick's really important. Yeah, I'll let you have it. Puss in Boots: Last Wish is based. It's a good movie. It's really good. I could see that one being really easy to rewatch like a million times. Zootopia, still based. Lilo and Stitch, still based. Night at the Museum could be based. I need to watch it again. I feel like, because Robin Williams is good in it, but everything else about the movie I need to think about, because like it's so far back in my mind. I'm trying to like bring it out of the recesses of my head right now, because all I can think of is Robin Williams and like Throw the Bone. It's like the only two memories I have of this movie right now. Take the bone, throw the bone. I think that's all it is. It's just step one, throw the bone. For one movie only on mine? What movie? I'll give it to you. I'm worried about like rewatchability with Night at the Museum, if it would get exhausting after a while. But I'll let you guys have it. High School Musical 2? That's the only movie you'll switch it out for? You know what? Dare I say it? That's a step up. I know, I'm really yawning. I don't know why. Like, I'm not tired. I woke up like, what, 12 hours ago? I'm like good. I'm just really yawny. I'm sorry. All your guys' picks are making me yawn. Oh, stretch. Alright, man. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little loud from what I've been told. I became a streamer. There's like alerts now. I put them up here, I think. Or in the middle. The middle? Is that way the middle? I can't actually see. Yeah, I think that way's the middle. Yeah, I put stream alerts back in. Chat, I used to have stream alerts. I got lazy. I didn't feel like putting them back in. And then I finally did, because Twitch added a thing like where they can make them themselves. Okay, this is not that revolutionary. Chat, I've been a streamer for 7 years. Wow. Oh my god. No. I've been streaming for 7 years. I know how to do a live stream. They just aren't very good. Okay. All right. I'm gonna like, what will you all do if I like revolutionize my streaming? I'll like make new emotes or something. I don't know what else to do. I just like hang out. Akira, I haven't seen, but I've heard it's really based. I'm gonna yawn again. No. There we go. Weep as the chat goes out of the faded box. That's just nice. That means y'all are talking to me for once. Thanks, guys. Come here. Come here. Let me click and drag. I hate this. I tried. My mouse sucks. Yeah, me when chat is active for the first time ever. Okay, where was I? Coraline, also a really based pick. This is one that like I actually have evidence for, that I've seen people rewatch this movie like 100 times and find more and more and more stuff. I missed 2 movies? What do you mean? My streamer. Boo! No. I'm good. 2 before Coraline? Oh, I did miss Narnia actually. I just said like Akira I've heard is based. Narnia I missed. I don't know, man. This feels like one of those ones that might get a little funky with time. I'll let you have it, though this might be a good spot for like a... I guess you haven't seen Harry Potter. I was gonna say you could put Prisoner of Azkaban here pretty solidly, and it might work better. But since you haven't seen any of them, I will give you Narnia. You hate Coraline? That's crazy that you hate Coraline and that you love Donnie Darko. They feel like very... not similar vibes, but like they feel like they would go well together in like a list. They're very different movies, but it feels like they would click together somehow. Coraline does feel like one of those ones that you could watch 100 times and pick out new things. Like I always see these dissections online of like the details of Coraline getting like weirder and weirder the more you look at it. So I'll give it to you. Guardians of the Galaxy, if you have to put a superhero movie on here, I'd give it to Guardians for sure. I know I put Volume 3, but this is like also a peak movie. So yeah. Legend of the Guardians. I haven't seen, but I'm worried about it. Dude. How do I keep... Hold on. How to stop yawning. Lack of sleep, stress, anxiety, asthma, or dehydration. Chat. You know what that means. Somebody give me a water check. Do it. There it is. Anyway. I've gotten a whole glass. Ah, I just spilled some on my legs. Hey guys. Yeah, that was actually really fast. What's it called? If you guys give me a second water check, I'll chug it. If not, I'll just take a drink. Thought cocaine was better. I mean, cocaine might stop it actually. I might keep yawning, but like make obscene noises mid-yawn. Why do you not have water at your desk? Because sometimes I don't do all that. I'm not like you. We're different, you and I. If I get another water check, I'd chug it. You guys get another 10 seconds for stream delay to catch up. We're trying to sap our channel points. You have so many. You're okay. I am hydrated. Sorry, folks. Sorry that I was too busy working for you all. Sorry I was too busy slaving away. Alright. I'm done. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, hey, cheers. Amen, brothers. Boom. Now, what's all this, Incorporated? You're too late. I'm gonna go put this away. I'll be right back. Whew. Sorry, I spotted you. God, I feel so big and full of water. Nightmare fuel? That's crazy. What's your opinion on your list? Yes, right. Kyle, if you aren't able to get to 20, you can always send me the 15. But if you want to keep going, you can. Excuse me, sorry. Overall opinions, pretty based. To be so honest. You're definitely missing some good things. But I think that's also just because you haven't seen all of the movies that I've seen, and we just have different opinions. Some really solid stuff. Like, I think Spirited Away is a great pick for something like this. WALL-E's base. I think it's good that you got, like, some Star Wars in there, like a superhero. There's a lot of good variety. You could use, like, a strong horror movie. I know you said you aren't, like, a big horror movie guy. But maybe there's a chance. I don't know. You could have something in here to spice it up. Overall, though, I think it's pretty cool. You have a musical. Actually, you have two. So you have like something to sing along to at least once in a while. Some really strong animated picks at least. You have a good like superhero movie. I don't know. I think that you'd mess with like a Harry Potter movie. Also, I'm gonna re-say this. Love how Spider-Verse is not a superhero movie. We all just know it's peak. Oh yeah, no, it's not like superhero representation at all. It's just good movie. The only movies that I would consider like beyond superhero movie as just movies are Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and probably The Dark Knight. Like even Guardians, like I love the Guardians movies. They're still superhero movies to me. Dark Knight and Spider-Man are just like based movies. Fantastic Beasts is an interesting choice. I don't know about all that. I'd say probably Narnia over that. Weren't you the one that like loved Fantastic Mr. Fox, or was that Arf? One of you guys was telling me like about how much you loved watching that movie. I feel like that would be such a good pick for you. Like maybe instead of like, yeah, it does sound Arf Snarl like. Did watch with Ryan. Warning, blowing nose. Thanks. I don't know, that feels like a really solid pick for you. That's just me though. Okay, but yeah, good list. Like really solid list. I like it. Why did Donald just DM me? Anybody else have one? Why is Donald editing in Sony Vegas? Uh-oh. Not one you want to watch over and over. I get that. Does anyone else? Oh, no. I just got a DM from Leoni M. Boys, I'm worried. I don't think Leoni should be cooking. I don't think... Shannon, let this woman cook. There's no way she's trying to cook. I'm sorry, I know you guys can't see it. I don't think anybody cooked here. I like that you put the director's cut of Fast 9. What? Leonie's a huge car guy. Let me tell you, she loves cars and space, because that's what happens in the 9th one? 8th one? 9th. Yeah, because 10, where's Fast X? Leonie, where is Fast X? Cars and women, hell yeah. And family. Where's Fast X? Would that go in the bad corner or the very good list corner? You haven't watched it? Yeah, where's Fast 10 your seatbelts? They had such a chance and they went no. Fast X. No. Boring. Don't name your movies after the iPhones. Be real. Call it Fasten Your Seatbelts. You know what we want. I mean, Scream is kind of based. One of these is really good. I feel like people said Fast 5 is good. Like Fast and Furious 5. More than one Fast and Furious movie on any list is too far. Probably just one on any Fast and Furious list is too far. Fast 5, yeah. Have you actually seen all of these? That's crazy. There is a 9th one, but most people choose to forget about the 9th one. Would you mind if I sent you a bit of a guitar clip I did and give you the link to the... Hold on. I'm telling Chad. I'm telling Doddle that you guys say hi. And you've seen cinema and you've seen the prequels. Wait, what? That's kind of insane. I'm still worried about it. I'm gonna keep thinking about it, but here's what I have. Spider-Verse based, Tangled based, Lilo and Stitch based, Bolt, Meet the Robinsons, Mulan, okay. Phineas and Ferb movie's kind of funny. I'll give it to you. A Fairy Tale I haven't seen. Megamind I'm okay with. Shrek 2 I'm okay with. Up is based. Coraline's based. Paranorman I haven't seen. Might be based. Rise of the Guardians also haven't seen. Kung Fu Panda? Kung Fu Panda! That's kind of a based one. I would maybe put How to Train Your Dragon over Kung Fu Panda, but I will allow it. Yeah, I'll allow it. That's kind of strong. All right, anybody else? Or are we like gaming? Are we doing gaming tonight? It's been almost 2.5 hours of movies. There's some movies at S tier. I'm not gonna rank everyone's movie lists. I think no one's has been really bad except for Leoni's. I think you need some other movies in your life. I feel like after, just hear me out. I think after maybe the 10th time of watching all the Fast and Furious movies from top to bottom, you will miss the feeling of joy. You'll miss something. You'll miss having any other type of feeling other than family and car and women. Because that's all it is. I feel like there would be more. Only a horse movie can fix a car guy? What are we saying? Horse girls and car guys even out? I feel like if you put a horse girl and a car guy in a cage and made them fight to the death, horse girl is gonna like eat car guy alive. No? Or they'll just start making out, which is kind of worse. Spirit. I don't know what Spirit is. Whatever. Alright, Lady Kanashi's almost done with her list. That's good. We're getting somewhere. Look up Spirit horse movie. Oh no. Spirit horse movie. Spirit horse. Oh, I do know what this movie is. This is on Netflix. Chat, do we watch Spirit Stallion of the Chimera? I don't know. The Chimeron? Chimeron? I mean, the reviews aren't terrible. James Cromwell! Sorry. I should have been more excited for Matt Damon. I went for James Cromwell. Sorry. James Cromwell is in he's in Succession. He's the brother of Brian Cox in that movie, in that show. And he's really good in Succession. That's cool. Sorry. I don't know why I'm focused on this. I should be looking at the movie. We watched this at my school during indoor recess. I didn't quite take your list seriously because it was kind of not great. Right, I don't see your Letterboxd reviews, but I would definitely take them seriously. I do. I see your Letterboxd reviews. We could take a look. Hold on. Let's take a look at this. Is there no summary? A captured Mustang remains determined to return to his herd no matter what. Okay. Yeah. Is this a oh, Universal Pictures? What animation studio was this? Matt Damon, James Cromwell. On Netflix and Prime. It's obviously not a Disney movie. What production? Go away. Really? I have to screw it. We'll just stay on this for a second. 83 minutes, that's it? I'm like, Is it DreamWorks? DreamWorks? Okay, it's DreamWorks. Oh, hi, Donald. I didn't listen to it yet. Did you send it to me? He did. I won't listen to it on stream. But I'm excited. I'll be excited. Give me another ping though, so I don't forget. Because I did just open the DM without like doing that. Whoops. Brit 1.5 is crazy. Brit 1.5. 1.5 is huge. Gotta give it to him. The man is still on top. The man is still peak. Ooh. All right. Lady Kainashi's list, folks. I'm already seeing some things that I like. Do we got 20 on here? Yeah. No. Surely not. We've got 7, 14, 17. Okay. I'll allow 17. It does seem to be mostly movies we've already seen on here, which I'm okay with. Because we've seen a lot of based movies today. Princess Bride again. I haven't seen it, but I'll allow it. I've heard it's good. Lots of animation on here. That's good. Spirited Away is based. Totoro's based. Howl's Moving Castle probably based. Jurassic Park. Okay, now that one feels like a good classic, like a strong classic movie to put on here. I like that for you. I haven't seen. I don't know if I've actually seen it front to back in my lifetime. I know I need to. It's one of those movies that's like so important. Yeah. Jurassic Park is based. I would give that one to you. Incredibles, definitely one of the better Pixar movies. I'll allow it to be a favorite. I still love WALL-E. But Incredibles is for sure up there. It is the first one, right? Yeah, it's the first one. Okay. Shrek. That's interesting. A lot of people put Shrek 2 over the first one. That's wild. But it's good. Shrek 1 is obviously still good. Castle in the Sky I've actually never heard of. But I will let it slide. Is it Miyazaki? Shrek is 2, but Shrek 2 is good, but I'm a sucker for 1. That's fair. Holy Grail. It's Ghibli. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'll just let it go. Holy Grail. Yeah, like I said, one of the funniest movies just ever. Everything Everywhere. Yeah, you know you're going to win me over with that because it's my favorite movie ever. Knives Out, again, really strong pick. I think it's good. I think it's very rewatchable. Night at the Museum, I'll let you have it just because we already talked about it. Into the Spider-Verse, yeah, you get it. The Sixth Sense. My only worry for The Sixth Sense is if it gets worse after you know the twist. I will never be able to see this movie without knowing the twist, which is kind of depressing. So I can't actually say whether or not it gets better because I haven't seen it yet. But I don't know. It's up to you. If you think it like will stay good while knowing the twist, then sure. Mulan. This is again like out of the Disney movies. I don't know. Mulan's really good, but I'd encourage maybe one other one then too. Since you have a space. Maybe a Lion King, maybe a Little Mermaid, maybe a Beauty and the Beast, just to have something else. Kiki's Delivery Service I have not seen. I think it's another Ghibli. And Black Panther. Ooh. Okay, now we're talking about something. Interesting. Out of every superhero movie there's been... I don't know if this is a hot take or not, chat, so please don't be mad. I don't like Black Panther. I think I like the second one better. First one has some really good stuff going on. But I don't know. I remember like watching it because like I think I saw this because the movie came out 2018. I think I watched it in like 2020, maybe 2019. Like, and this was like at like a year and a half, 2 years after it came out. There was so much hype about it. And people were like, this is an amazing movie, one of the best movies. Like the MCU is so whack. And I remember watching it and being like, damn, that's it? I don't know. Like it's good. I don't think it's peak though. I definitely don't think it's peak. The second one's pretty fun. Like, second one kind of goes a little crazy sometimes. It's too long. And I probably watch it again and be like, damn, that's not nearly as good as I remember. But I don't know. If you really need like an MCU standalone, like I let you have it. Like it's definitely good. I feel like there's some stronger ones. Second one might not be better. It's just, I don't know. A lot of this one feels like clunky to me. I always think of like the third act, like that whole battle is just so rough between the two of them. Like the final scene with like that big sunset is so beautiful. Like everything leading up to that is kind of ugly. First ever Marvel movie I watched was Quantumania. That's crazy, Ink. You literally picked the worst MCU movie to start with. You went, all right, let's start from the bottom up. It's crazy. Doesn't feel like Marvel. I'd allow that. Yeah, it doesn't. It's definitely different. I don't know. If you want something that's like kind of different, this is such a random and like unbased pick, but I love the Ant-Man movies. Not Quantumania, but like the first two are kind of good. Like the first two are kind of fun. Probably not better than Black Panther, so I can't really say to put them instead. But I don't know. Like an Iron Man, or maybe like Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier's really good. Or Guardians, dude. Like I love Guardians. Have you seen Guardians? Liddy Kanashi, we gotta get you on Guardians. Let me tell you about Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, I can talk about Guardians of the Galaxy for a very long time. I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3 twice in theaters, and I somehow cried both times. Not the third one. There we go. There we go. Boys, we gotta get Lady Kanashi in the theater. Butt in chair. Get to work. Overall, though, this list isn't bad, actually. It's pretty solid. A lot of really good picks. My only thing would maybe be to have more, not even more diversity, because, like, this would be, like, a hypothetical one of, like, you have 5 Studio Ghibli movies, but from what I've heard, they're all based, and you have more room on the list. So it's not like you need to make room for anything else. You still have, like, 3 more slots. I don't know if you. I'm trying to think of like suggestions for you. Let's see movies that I've watched in the past like year or two that I would suggest for Lady Kanashi to watch that maybe she'd enjoy. This is kind of a bit more difficult because I don't know you as well as I know like Incorporated and Beta Rat and Ryan, so I can't say that like my picks will be right. Let's do this. But let's see. I feel like you might. This is so not based on this list at all, but you might mess with May December. Where is it? Where are you, May December? You are. Is this all this year? No, that starts this year. Yeah, there's May December. You might mess around with May December. You might have fun with this. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. It's Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman. It's honestly pretty based. It's one of my favorite movies of last year. It could be a really fun pick for you. It's like kind of weird, but like, I don't know. It would be something completely different from this list, but it might be worth looking at. Just because it's like a strange movie. What else could I get you? You seem to like, I don't know too much about the other Ghibli movies, to be honest, but at least based off Totoro, they're very much like, sort of day in the life, like, not really plot driven. It's sort of just watching people live their lives. If it's a lot of that, Ponyo, I've heard Ponyo's good. Maybe Lady Bird. Lady Bird is also one of my favorite movies ever. You might have fun with this. It's very much, it's a similar vibe. It's a little bit more plot than a typical Studio Ghibli, but it's still fun. Like it tells like the story of this girl's life, like for like her senior year of high school, and like her finding a college, and mainly through her relationship with her mom. It's a good movie. It's a good movie, man. Similar vibes as 8th grade. But I'd say watch Lady Bird first. I don't know. What else would Lady Kanashi really have fun with? Let me see that list again. I just had one and I forget what it was. Another one. This is like one that feels to me like a Studio Ghibli, like almost in a very different style. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On is such a sweet movie. I love Marcel, and I think that you'd mess with it a lot. Non-plot? Okay, they're all non-plot. That's good. Okay. Alright, then I'd say take a look at Marcel, take a look at Lady Bird, and take a look at May December. Those are my 3. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On started actually as a YouTube series, which is why I'm a little partial to it. And it became like this feature film about a little shell named Marcel who starts uploading, or like it's like a documentary style. Like there's a guy filming Marcel and meets Marcel and starts uploading like YouTube videos of Marcel living daily life, and like she becomes famous like on YouTube for it. It's really cool. Yeah. Those are my 3 for you. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, May December, and Lady Bird. If you watch any one of those, I love you for it. Oh, I forgot about Talk to Me. I wish I could have put that on my list. I love Talk to Me, chat. Have any of you seen Talk to Me? Talk to Me is so cool. Can we watch the Talk to Me trailer? I'm gonna get like demonetized, or not demonetized, just like copyright claimed, and it's gonna mess up the whole thing. But I love Talk to Me. Talk to Me was made, actually, let's start here. The Rocka Rocka Boys. Rocka Rocka is a YouTube channel that's been around for years and years. It's these two. What are their names? Danny and Michael Filippo. I don't know how to say the last name. I'm sorry, Danny and Mike. But they have been YouTubers for years and years. Probably over 10 years, right? Maybe not. Yeah, 9, 10 years. Yeah, for well over 10 years. And they've done like a lot of stunt choreo mainly. Like they do like these insane dramatic fight sequences for stuff. And they're just really cool. A lot of cool short films. And they ended up making a movie called Talk to Me. Just last year it came out. It came out in July 2023. One of my favorite movies ever. Any film recs for an absolute seasoned film enjoyer like me? Honestly, Talk to Me might be fun for you. I don't think you'd like it, but it could be fun. I'd love to watch you watch this movie. Oh, I need to see Immaculate. I do need to see Immaculate. I keep telling myself to watch it. But yeah, they made this movie called Talk to Me. It's really good. Apparently it's getting a sequel, which worries me because I don't know why. Like there's no reason for a sequel. Let me turn off the music really quick. I do want to watch this trailer just because I love Talk to Me. Genuinely, it's probably one of my favorite movies like ever. If it wants to work. Hello? Come on. Come on, love. Oh, I just clicked download by accident.
I'm doing it again tonight.
Hang on, lads. Ink, no offense, but is that really something you put on a deserted island rewatch list? That's actually kind of crazy. Not now. Okay, YouTube, I need you to let me play this just because it like matters to me. Come on, you can do it.
Have you seen the group chat? I'm doing it again tonight.
No.
Please. It's my mom's Remembrance Day. I just want to forget about it.
She's so good, by the way.
Who's up?
I'll do it.
Cannot go for more than 90 seconds. Am I clear?
What happens after 90 seconds?
Don't want to stay. Light the candle to open the door. Blow it out to close it. Put your hand on it. Now say, talk to me.
Talk to me.
What did the hand feel like?
Felt amazing. I could see and feel everything on the other side. So my mom, she was trying to reach out. I'm here. Still been saying stuff.
You mean saying stuff?
What if we opened the door but we didn't shut it? Oh my god, they followed us. I like it. They're not gonna stop. They're never gonna stop. They like you.
What a great movie, dude.
Talk to me.
What an awesome movie. No, don't restart. Don't do all that. But what a great movie. Sorry. I love Talk to Me. It really did mess me up a lot. I watched it. I remember I watched it with one of my friends at the time, and we came out of it, and she was like, I hated that so much. And for me, at least, I'll be so real, the last 5 minutes of that movie are so peak. Like, they are some of the best minutes of movie, like, ever. And I had, like, just finished, like, those insane 5 minutes, and I was like, I was in heaven. I was just like, I couldn't respond. I was just like, ah! Like, I heard God speaking to me. And, like, yeah, I was, she just kept saying, like, that was awful. I hated that. Not in, like, the way that it was, like, a terrible movie, but more of just, like, it was so disturbing, like, messed up that she was just like, what did you enjoy from that? And I was like, yes. It's like, that is the movie I wish I could have made. Yes. Anyway, watch Talk to Me. It's so good. It's 3:30 a.m. for me. Don't do this. Sorry. Whoops. You mess with horror films? Ooh. Leonie, I'm starting to, like, really lean into horror movies. So I can get you some good stuff. I got you. Talk to Me is pretty heat right now. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is kind of like more of a comedy, but it's pretty fun. If you guys ever want to see the inspiration for One of Us, a Joey television film, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is that inspiration. Yeah. Is this back on? Yeah, it is. Okay. It's cool. I wouldn't be able to have anything horror related on my list because if I watched it alone on an island, I'd just lose my mind. That is actually kind of real. The Pin of Shame. Bro, I watched the FNAF movie, which was not that scary, and I had a nightmare that I got murdered by William Afton that night. Incorporated. What are we doing? Incorporated, what are we Freddy Fazbear. Angst, the kid in the movie that was like getting jump scared, but anytime her friends look at her, she was like, no, I'm not that scared. That was fine. Nope, I'm okay. Horror, 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 horror. Anybody else? Are we good? Have we wrapped the lists? How are we feeling? Let me get off of this like insane just dark green block so you all can see my face. Some good. I like Talk to Me. Sorry, now I'm thinking about Talk to Me. I need to watch that movie again, dude. I got to see it like the day before it actually released. I was so hyped for it. I went to like an early screening. It was so good. I'm excited. Yeah, they said that there's like there is an actual Talk to Me. Like it's supposed to be is the title of the second one right now. And I'm worried because the first one was so good, but the way it ended, I don't like I can see how you would do a sequel to it. I just don't know if I want it, you know. Be silly. Ryan, did you make me a list, boy? Ryan, boy, did you make me a list? You got a little list for me? Or am I leaving? I actually could leave. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes, dude. Oh my god. How did we yap about movies for 2 hours and 40 minutes? Why did you all let me do that? And why do we have like a decent viewer count? It's kind of insane. I don't know. I could play it like a game, but I don't even know if it's worth it right now. Right, Joe made me watch a horror film, and I don't remember what it was, but it was kind of good. Hereditary? Hereditary is like... It's... Like, it is scary, but to me it's more like messed up. Like, it's just a disturbing movie. Yeah. Like, it's kind of just effed up in all... Like, in every one of the ways. But it's cool. I like Hereditary. Hereditary and Midsummer are both kind of based movies. You should leave. You've thoroughly distracted me from my homework that I really don't want to do. But like, I love disturbing people. Midsummer sucked. Wrong. I gave it like, I just watched it like 2 weeks ago. It's like a 4 out of 5 for me. I think it's so fun. And there's like such good, something I didn't notice the first time I watched it. Directing wise, it's so good. There's these really cool long takes in it, and like it's such a consistent, there's such a consistent visual style to it that I don't usually notice in movies. With this one I noticed it, and I was like, I kind of like how this is being made. What was the one we watched with Ethan Hawke? The one with the pictures. The one with the pictures. I don't know. This isn't like First Reformed or anything, is it? First Reformed, Dead Poets. There's one with the pictures called, what's it called? Memento, but that's not Ethan Hawke. That's a guy that looks kind of like Ethan Hawke. Look at this photograph. Yeah, that's an Ed Sheeran song. Ryan knows everything in terms of Ed Sheeran. Let's see. Ethan Hawke. All movies. Beta Rat comes back. Sinister. Sinister? Leave the world behind. Where is Sinister? He's in The Guilty? Where was he in The Guilty? I watched that. Where was he? Whatever. Sinister. Sinister 2. 14%. Guys. Sinister movie. Let's just do the first one. I'm not gonna watch the trailer, Beta Rat, don't worry. Okay, the first one did better. That's okay. IMDb. 2012 movie. A controversial true crime writer finds a box of Super 8 home movies in his new home, revealing that the murder case he is currently researching could be the work of an unknown serial killer whose legacy dates back to the 1960s. That's kind of neat, I guess. Will not be watching this, at least not tonight. Not on my own. All alone? Just me? No thanks. Yeah, no, I'd say if you really want to like hit some good horror stuff, go for Talk to Me, go for The Shining. Shining's great, dude. Go for Get Out. Oh, I love Get Out. Get Out's a good movie, dude. Love Get Out. Get Out kind of eats it up. Jordan Peele, he gets it. He just gets it. All of the Jordan Peele movies are good. Us is a little bit worse, but I still think it's like decent. Yeah. Get Out, Us, and Nope. I actually have such a soft spot for Nope. I think Nope is so good. Us is like decent. Yeah, I give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's like just not as good as the other two, but it's still at very least it's still a good movie, and it's really good performances. Like they always every Jordan Peele movie has a really good like centered performance, usually by Daniel Kaluuya, but this one was Lupita Nyong. Love her work in Us. She's so good. She has to do 2 parts. Like she does Adelaide, and then I don't remember her name. This like the duplicate of her, and she does so good. Like everybody in the cast has like a duplicate, but She eats it up in both parts so well. Give me Nope. Please tell me that Nope is a suggestion down here. Really? Boo. I have such a soft spot for Nope because it's a movie about making movies. And can you believe it? I like movies, guys. I like making movies. Yeah. It's just cool. And it like revolutionized how movies are sort of made. Like they did a lot of stuff at night and they like recreated a whole new process for shooting movies at night for this movie. And it kind of like changed everything. So yeah, I don't know. It's really good. Watch Nope, dude. It's not even like, some of the movie's a horror movie, but not all of it's really even that scary. Have you seen the Aretha Frank movie? I have not. Is Jordan Peele the guy? He's one of the guys from Key and Peele, if that's who you're thinking of. This is, hold on, let me show you who Jordan Peele is. This is Jordan Peele. This guy. He's one of the guys from, what's it called? What is this? That's crazy. There's like a weird random poster for it. Okay. I don't even know why this is up here with like a random Photoshop poster. Okay, girl. Okay. That's silly. I hate it when they do that because then you can't like say that you've watched all of somebody's filmography. But no, you haven't watched the movie that hasn't come out yet or hasn't had any news on it yet. Like, hello? Urethra? No, I did. Made me cry a lot. I wouldn't add it to my list, but it's good. What is it? Aretha Franklin? Yeah. Franklin. Let me see you. The next Star Wars film could be undergoing a major title change for its release in China by dropping the Star Wars. I know we just added Franklin, right? Yeah, it's Aretha Frank. I don't know how I got there. Aretha Frank. Oh, it's called Respect. Okay, that helps. No, I have not seen this movie. Career from a child singing in her father's church choir to an international superstardom. Oh, I'm sure this is good. It looks like Judy, which is a random movie I've seen about Judy Garland. Yeah, there it is. Which is the girl who was in Wizard of Oz. About like her life, like the year or so leading up to her death, and like how she's still kind of in a very reactionary like stage of her life because of the fame she had from the Wizard of Oz. And like how she can never really get past that. It's cool. It's not like life-changing, but it's a good movie. Okay, before I leave, because I think I am going to step out soon, I do want to mention a few more things. Something I found out yesterday, because I'm watching Everybody's in LA by John Mulaney, which is like a kind of cute like live thing. Jerry Seinfeld is 70 years old. I don't know if that's like common knowledge, but like, I'm gonna be so for real. He looks so good. Is that a weird thing to say? Like, that is 70. Is like, that's surely he's doing something. Yeah, he looks like a good 50. Like a good 50. He's 70 years old. And you might say like, oh, this might be a few years old. This is like exactly what he looked like on Everybody's in LA last night. Or when I watched it last night. It's definitely Everybody's in LA. Hang on. Everybody's in LA is kind of cute, by the way. It's not like great, but it's like a fun stream. It's literally a live stream on Netflix by John Mulaney, and it's kind of fun. They're not going to show Jerry Seinfeld, whatever. He filmed this movie, Unfrosted, like last year, 2 years ago. Like, it's insane. This man is 70 years old. None of these pictures look like a 70-year-old. They look like a good 50-year-old. maybe even like a kind of rough 40-year-old. Like, I could see this man being 48. I'm sorry. That like blew my mind. Anyway, that's all I kind of had. I saw that yesterday, and like, because he mentioned it in Everybody's in LA. Like, John was like, oh, wait, and you're like 70 now, right? And just I was like, yeah. And I thought it was a joke. They're like, oh, that's kind of funny. And then I was like, oh, I wonder how old Jerry Seinfeld actually is. And then I looked it up, and he's actually 70. And that kind of jump scared me. You know? I don't know. Anyway, chat, that was almost 3 hours of me yapping about movies, and you sat through it, and I don't know why. But thanks. That was sweet. Hey. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave. I'll be live again tomorrow. We'll play some game. Yeah, you put up with it, but like it got more viewers than anything else I've done in a long time, so thanks. Your tier list best? Your tier list had some goods and some real stinkers. Had some really good stuff though. I'll give it to you. Yeah. I mean, I'll be live tomorrow, I hope. I'll play some game. If you guys have any ideas, put them in the Discord. Thank you all for stopping by. I hope to see you all again soon. Yeah, you're boys, we are not getting our homework done. Yeah, I have nothing left. Just thanks for coming. I'm kind of shocked that people still show up for these things, especially when it's just me yapping for 3 hours. Leoni, you can go. Have a good night, everybody. Other than that, my name is Joey. I shall see you all in the future. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you for watching. And goodbye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. 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 Bye.